Go Eagles.
Fans took to the streets of Philadelphia to celebrate the Eagles' domination over the Kansas City Chiefs. Looting and fires broke out in Philadelphia. Looting and fires in the city of brotherly love.
Not in Taylorsville, though.
No. Oh, man. So that song, you don't care for it, apparently.
No.
You like Elton John.
Yeah. And this has got nothing to do with the Super Bowl. I've just never
liked the song.
Never liked that song.
There's something interesting about it that makes me kind of reconsider it.
What's that?
The song was written by Elton John and Bernie Taupin as a favor to Elton John's good friend, longtime friend now, Billie Jean King, who was part of the Philadelphia Freedom's professional tennis team.
Yes.
The song features an orchestral arrangement by Gene Page. It includes flutes, horns, and strings, and it is also a nod to the Philadelphia sound.
Okay.
Style of music like, Gamble and Huff, and, the Spinners, people like that.
It sounds. I can hear the Spinners
I can hear it.
doing that.
Yeah. So
It's kind
of dumb.
I came in and Gina's like, well, we should play Philadelphia Freedom for the Super Bowl, and I went, ugh. I like Elton John, but there's like 3 songs that I will turn off the radio.
I know you hate Crocodile Rock.
I hate Crocodile Rock. I hate Honky Cat, and I hate this song.
You like Benny and the Jets?
I love Benny.
I like Benny and the Jets a lot. Now, there's something interesting also about this Philadelphia Freedom. The B-side, a live performance, John Lennon and Elton John singing I Saw Her Standing There. Live recording, Madison Square Garden, November 1974. It was the last of 3 songs.
I was going to say, isn't that his last performance?
The last of 3 songs that John Lennon and Elton John performed together that night. The performance would be Lennon's last concert appearance because he got shot.
I don't know if I've ever heard this.
I don't think I have.
She was just 17, and you know what I mean. And the way she looked was way beyond compare. How could I dance with a lover when I saw her standing there?
Okay.
Well, just sort of straight ahead.
Yeah.
So there's that. But Philadelphia Freedom has really stupid lyrics. It made knee high to a man. What? Come on. What is all that?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
I used to not want to have a family and just be by myself. But then I got some Philadelphia Freedom. Huh? I live and breathe this Philadelphia Freedom. Let's loot something. Burn the cars.
If there's it was the first Philadelphia song that came to mind. If there's another one.
Mine was Philadelphia, Streets of Philadelphia by Bruce Springsteen. Didn't exactly.
No, that's a sad, slow
That's a sad song. So I could
song.
Yeah.
We could have played there. Wasn't there a jingle for Philadelphia cream cheese?
I might have been. I don't know.
Could have played that.
Well, let me
A
just
jingle for Philadelphia.
let me just do a quick.
Yeah, songs about Philadelphia. Let's see what we have here.
I didn't even bother to look. That was just the
Streets of Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Songs about Philadelphia. Okay, here we go. I-76. Bury Me in Philly.
that doesn't sound.
No.
Oh, Freedom of 76 by Ween. Fall in Philadelphia, Hall & Oates.
Okay. Well, that might be good.
Let's see. Pat Metheny, Is This America? Miss Philadelphia by Mitch and Gladys.
Mitch and Gladys?
Oh,
You
and
don't
Elsie.
know.
Gina.
What?
Boys to Men.
Motown Philly? Oh, well.
Why didn't we do
We
that?
could have done Motown Philly.
We should have done that one.
Is that what this is?
Yo, fellas, y'all ready to do this?
No,
We've done that. I didn't even.
now it says here Punk Rock Girl by Dead Milkman because it mentions the Philly Pizza Company.
We just played that.
But we just played that.
How about the Hall & Oates one?
Let me see.
What was that called?
Hang on.
I bet it's
Fall
slow.
in Philadelphia.
Thunderstorm a brewing, and the day is turning gray. And there ain't
He's
much to
young.
say
This is like 10-year-old Daryl Hall.
10-year-old.
Say the shower stall is leaking and the ceiling's falling in, and I'm getting 20 bills to every land.
Nice, but it's
It'll kick in.
I've got to move
Sort of.
myself out to the country. I'm looking out.
Not one of their stellar songs.
Now, for some reason, it says the song "Backstabbers" by the OJ's is about Philadelphia somehow.
Well,
Maybe they're from Philadelphia.
I'm going to look up the lyrics.
Oh, we gotta finish this up. So.
It's the Backstabbers. Oh, we can't do it? Oh.
No, we're
This
out.
has been Farting Around with Carrie, Bill, and Gina on X96, Radio from Hell.
All right. We'll take
Okay.
a break, and then we'll come back with your check-ins. 877-602-9696 is the number to call and check in with the Radio from Hell show. We like to hear from you in the morning. Maybe you know a Philadelphia song that we should have played. Lead us to our downfall.
Yeah.
877-602-9696, or you can, if you'd like, text us 33986.
Now we got a minute or two before we start Geek News. But, Gina, just real quick here. Hang on.
What?
yeah. What do you got? A present? A snack?
Oh,
I know that color
I want
means
snacks.
it's Reese's something.
This is the Reese's dipped animal crackers.
Ooh.
So they're dipped in the chocolate and
Yes.
covered in the peanut butter. It says peanut butter candy.
Peanut butter candy.
I've had them. It's like the Reese's.
May I?
Go ahead. I just don't know if they can legally call it peanut butter, so maybe that's it.
It's like when something's called chocolate flavored.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's this
What's that?
Reese's popcorn.
Why are you doing
Reese's
this to me?
Yeah, everything you've ever wanted. Popcorn drizzled with your favorite candy.
Have you
Okay.
tried that?
I've not tried the popcorn.
Well,
No.
let's try that.
Okay, so these are supposed to be chocolate dipped animal crackers. What animal
Okay,
is that?
we ordered them. We couldn't find them in stores, so we ordered them through Target, and they sat on the porch for a little bit too long.
It's a snake.
It's a snake.
So,
there, you want to try one?
It's the Loch Ness monster or something. So
Okay.
they kind of melted a little bit.
A little.
So
Oh, those are good.
Yeah,
should be fun.
Those are good.
that's a ghost.
That's that looks like a ghost. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Anyway,
thank you,
now
Carrie
try this one.
Jackson. Oh, now
You should thank Sue. Really, she's the one
thank
who
you, Sue Jackson.
did all this.
Okay, let's
Good.
The animal crackers are good. The animal cookies are good. I had those, but I haven't had the popcorn yet. I'll have the
This one's harder
popcorn.
to open.
There's a tear at the top.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Okay, there, Carrie.
All right. Here you go. I'll have mine in a sec. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
I'll be
Oh,
talking
see-
a lot with the geek
See,
dudes,
this is
so-
good because they're a little salty.
Like that's what I'm telling you. Yeah, you got to have the little salt with a little bit of the sweet, and it evens out nicely.
Mm-hmm.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't eat them all while I do
Oh,
geek news,
okay.
okay? Because I got to have some.
All right.
Get this over with.
Yeah, we will officially begin the program, and then we'll go to your check-ins. 877-602-9696. That's the number to use. Check in with the Radio from Hell Show. We'd like to hear from you. You can, if you like, text us, 33986, but, phone calls are greatly preferred. Gina, do we have a sponsor here, or are you going to say, no, but if you have a business, you could sponsor the opening of the show?
I have a sponsor.
You do?
But I bet there's an opening somewhere if you would like to sponsor something on the show.
I'm sure there is.
X96 has your Valentine's shopping covered. We know you forgot. Listen all week with Radio from Hell in the Morning. Artie and Todd to win different Valentine's prize every day, like gift cards from Squatters, Harmons, or Lim Jewelers, tickets to the Natural History Museum of Utah Plus. Enter to win our grand prize, one of each daily prize at x96.com. Today's prize is a $50 Harmons gift card, and we'll give you a keyword to win that at about 7:15.
The moon is just about full, 95.6% of full, and you've just got a few minutes left. If you want to go outside right now or look out your window, it should be in the western sky. The moon will set at 6:42 a.m.
It was nice.
Yeah, very nice looking. It'll sit 6:42 a.m. today being Monday. It's the 10th day of February in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2025. It's National Jell-O Week.
A whole week.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's made from hooves, you know. Jello. A cream cheese brownie day. Oatmeal Monday. It's National Poop Day. They have that the day after the Super Bowl on purpose. Poop has been given a...
You eat a bunch of stuff you shouldn't have
Yeah, and
yesterday.
then there's a lot of... it is a fact that sewer systems get really clogged up right after the Super Bowl and for the next day. Poop has been given a number of names over the years, ranging from feces to excreta.
Excreta?
Yeah.
Yeah, or excrement.
Excreta, my reflection.
Or just droppings. So
Droppings?
Yeah, droppings. I've got to go make droppings. Excuse me. I have to go make some droppings. And it's Homes for Birds Week.
Wait, before you leave.
It's Poop Chat on X96 Radio from Hell.
All right.
Droppings chat. And it's Home for Birds Week. Make some bird houses and feed the birds.
I need to get an owl box. I want an owl box.
With an owl in it already?
I mean, hopefully you put the box up and the owl comes.
I've always wanted a bat box. People build bat boxes and put them up in trees.
Now, I've got a birdhouse
Is it in your soul?
that my father made
Oh, really?
that looks like him.
What?
What?
Yeah.
We've got to see this.
It's,
Does it have a mustache?
yes, the mouth is where the bird would go in.
Yeah.
And it's his head.
How have we never seen this?
Because I've kept it away.
He didn't want anybody to
Oh,
know.
we gotta see this.
He gave it to me and he said, now you got to paint that up to make it look like me more. And I went, thanks.
So your father had an artistic side?
Maybe Sue is listening and she'll go down into the garage and take a picture of it and show you.
I
But,
want to see.
I've got to see this.
yeah.
This is an all-new edition of the Radio from Hell show, starring the Lords of Morning Radio. It's Carrie. I've got a little birdhouse in my soul, Jackson.
in my
right there.
garage.
Yeah, got a little birdhouse in my garage. He's putting on his work hat there. We know it's official. It's time to go. I'm Bill Allred. I have a treat for us sometime today if we want to try the.
Oh.
It's the national candy of Iceland. The Icelanders love this.
Are
candy.
they the Scandinavian swimmers? No, that's not Iceland. Is it like that? Are they like
What?
Swedish fish? Are they like
What?
gummy sort
No,
of something?
we will find out.
All right.
That chocolate is involved.
Okay.
That's Gina Barberi over there, who's got apparently got a case of the Scandinavian swimmers.
I'm going to send this to Katie, by the
Oh,
way.
you have
Oh,
it
you got
already.
it. All right.
Yeah, so here
Thanks,
comes the
Sue.
picture, Katie.
Thank you, Sue.
Mm-hmm.
Katie for short, our fine producer in there, receiving the picture. And I think I only saw Maya today. Is that right? Yeah. Hi, Maya. We haven't really officially met Maya, have we?
You know, we have some time today. Maybe we can meet her later.
Yeah. Maybe
No.
we could offer an Icelandic treat.
Could be. All right, we'll show that picture coming up
Okay.
as soon as Katie gets it in the system, and after we talk to some people, and we'll begin with. It looks like Noel is here.
Noel, where are you calling from?
Yeah.
Lehigh. Hi, Noel.
Yeah, driving through Lehigh.
Okay.
Over to work in Provo.
Okay. What do you do for work, Noel?
I build EV components. So if someone wants something converted to an electric car or vehicle,
Oh,
we do the R&D for it and build the components for it.
Okay.
All right.
so you could take my combustion Mini and turn it into an EV?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Maybe that's
Carrie,
what I'll do.
What-
maybe you need his number.
what sort of cost is involved in something like
Yeah.
Probably more than it would cost to buy a electric Mini.
Ah.
that? I
A
see.
new one.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
see. Yeah. Do you want to say the name of the company just for kicks?
Yeah, it's Hypercraft.
Hypercraft.
Okay.
I'm going to write that down and look into it. Thank you. So what did you have for check-ins, Noel?
The Philadelphia song for
Yeah.
you. That the Menzinger, Anna.
I'm
They're
not.
called-
a band from Philly.
Okay.
And what?
So yeah, they have lots of songs about Philadelphia, but that's the first one that comes to mind.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Noel. Are you from that area, or do you?
No, not from. I'm from here, from Sandy.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
Clear.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Noel.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. You see, that's check-ins. What's the name of this band?
Now, this is a different one.
Oh.
I couldn't find the one he was talking about. This is Kids from Philly. George Thorogood.
Well, I like this.
I don't think it has any.
Is it just a
I
music?
think it's just an instrumental. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
sounds like it.
Oh, wait. More Daryl Hall. I'm in a Philly mood. That's
No.
Sleepy.
That did sound like a Philly mood, though.
Yeah. I'm in a Philly mood.
877-602-9696. You can call, or we got some text, too, I think.
Okay. Happy Monday, Lords. Update on getting divorced. Still doing it.
Good.
Not worried, but just found out I got a big raise at work. So just saying the universe is in agreement with my decision. So yay me.
Congratulations.
I mean, we support that. We think that everyone should get divorced.
At least once.
starter marriage.
Yeah. Mixer driver Shane checking in from Orem. Only 3 years, 11 months, and 10 days left of this madness. Bus driver Troy checking in. Ogden Oscar and Terre Haute checking in. Everyone in my house is sick. The movie Eraserhead was inspired by David Lynch's time in Philadelphia.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you see they released the official cause of death for David Lynch? Cigarettes.
Yeah,
Pretty much killed.
I don't. They didn't even need to
No.
do an autopsy there.
I was hoping that it was cigarettes and not all of the milkshakes that I had at the Big Boy.
I think you could walk into the room. He could be zipped up in the body bag, and you would smell cigarette smoke.
Probably.
Richard, who's not a dick, checking in. Dr. Neil checking in. Taylor Swift's boyfriend didn't football goodly enough.
That's true.
Did you notice though? You know, I've talked in the past about maybe wanting to be a trendsetter and wear a brooch. The coat he was wearing, the suit, he had a big brooch on on the coat he was wearing.
All right, everybody, look at your YouTube,
Okay.
and you will see
This is a
the
picture.
birdhouse that looks like my. We don't have it yet. Okay, well, I sent it. Is something wrong? All right, I'll just hold it up here.
I'm just amazed that you're. Did he do other artistic things from time to time?
Oh yeah,
Oh my God!
Wow.
you can't tell it's a cowboy hat, but he also has a neckerchief.
X96.com/live. Oh, Carrie, why you need to
Yeah, you ought to put that
display
out.
that somewhere other than your
Put it in your yard.
garage.
Oh, the weather will
Or
ruin
hang
it.
it up in your house.
Well, that's
Oh, that's scary.
That's really cool.
All right. Let's see.
bird goes in my mouth. You know.
Yeah. Super Bowl? What? When? I didn't know that happened. Baba Yaga of East Stabbington.
Oh, you're
right.
lying.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it for you, Baba Yaga.
Line 1.
Well, we're out of time.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry,
Roger.
Roger.
Yep. You waited too long. Traffic.
Oh, let's see if there's anything to tell you about. No, because everybody calls in sick on
Yeah.
the Monday.
Including our sports reporter.
Oh, yeah. Both, the entire Brass household, I guess. is
The
sick,
Brass
so-
household is sick.
Did they get sick from going on a trip?
Don't know.
But yeah, no, everything's looking great so far. So if you have somewhere to be this morning, now is the time to go. If you see something, you could share it with us, 33986.
All right. Thank you very much. We will take a break, play a song. After the song, it's Big Boy News, and Frank Christ presents our Dead Celebrity Game. We'll explain how to play.
Georgia used "Turned Down for What" by DJ Snake and Lil Jon.
Well, he was there in person.
That's for their opening song at the Democratic National Convention. Just looking over that list, Tom Petty, "I Won't Back Down" for Florida.
That makes
He was
sense.
born in Gainesville. This is wonderful, isn't it? Well, let me tell you about Beat Gina. Hello, ladies. I'm Beat Gina announcer Johnny Ola.
Yes.
And have I got news for you ladies? It's a new discovery. It's a way you can wash away fat and years of age.
Well.
It's Lamar Reducing Soap. Use Lamar Reducing Soap, and the results will be quick and amazing. There's nothing internal to take. Reduce any part of your body desired without affecting other parts. No dieting or exercising. Be as slim as you wish. Lamar acts like magic in reducing double chins, abdomens, ungainly ankles, unbecoming wrists, arms and shoulders, large busts, or any superfluous fat on your body. Sold direct to you by mail. Postpaid on a money-back guarantee. Lamar Reducing Soap. Oh, and guys, you might want to try it too.
Well, I was going to ask.
Well.
It only works for women, but
And now, here's a man who has absolutely no need to reduce any part of his body because he is perfectly proportioned. Your host, the unconventionally handsome Carrie Jackson.
Unconventional.
no, you're
Thank you.
handsome in any.
Thank you, Johnny.
You're welcome.
All right, so the randomizer has picked a contestant. Gina, you'll be playing against, let's see, it's Dave, I think.
Hi, Dave.
Are you there?
Good morning.
Hi, Dave. You okay,
okay?
Dave?
Lady, Johnny.
Hi, Dave. Dave, are you okay?
I hope so.
All right. Well, Dave, we'll toss a coin to see who goes first. That does give you an advantage in the game. Go ahead and call it heads or tails.
Let's go Tails.
All right, let's see what happens there. It is tails, Gina Barberi.
You're one step closer to winning these tickets to see Blue October. This is this Saturday, August 24th at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater with Switchfoot and Matt Nathanson.
Well, Dave, the first question is for you. You get to answer it exclusively. It's multiple choice pop culture trivia. If you get it correct, you get the point. If not, I will allow Gina to answer that same question. And if she gets it correct, she's going to steal the point away from you. We're going to go back and forth until one of you gets 3 points. We begin with you, Dave. I've got some leftover Ben Affleck trivia because, well, he's having a great week.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is.
Maybe it's better now.
Maybe he feels better being rid of her.
Could be. Dave, according to Rotten Tomatoes, what is Affleck's highest ranked movie? His highest ranked movie. Was it 1, Blood-Sucking Pharaohs in Pittsburgh? Was it 2, Daredevil? Was it 3, Terror at Bloodfart Lake? It's a scary movie.
I bet.
Or 4, Good Will Hunting?
Got to be Goodwill Hunting.
Very good.
Well, there it is right there. All right. There's one for Dave. Now we go to Gina Barberi.
Gina,
What?
in which Jennifer Lopez video can you find Ben pumping gas and reading Us magazine?
Okay.
He made a cameo. Which Jennifer Lopez video? Is it 1, Dear Ben? Is it 2, You Can't Have Your Kate and Edith too?
Okay.
Is it 3, Jenny from the Block? Or 4, I'm going to hire a wino to decorate our home?
Jenny from the Block.
That is correct.
1-1. Now back to Dave.
Dave, Ben's very first acting role was in a TV commercial. What product/company was Ben endorsing? Was it 1, Miss Bic ballpoint pens just for her? Is it 2, Burger King? Was it 3, Astro Pants from Lululemon? Or 4, Toys R Us?
I am not the beneficiary, but I'm going to go with 2.
Burger King is correct.
There it is. 2-1. Back to Gina for the tie.
Gina?
Yes.
Prior to achieving leading man status,
Yes.
he was often cast as what? Was it 1, drunken asshat being belligerent in a Dunkin' Donuts? Oh, wait, that's real life.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. 2, the bully. 3, a dandy fop with a velvet touch.
Not so much.
Or 4, the stoner.
The bully.
Bully is correct.
It's tied up. Dave, you've got a chance to do it.
All right, Dave. We're moving on to, we got Snyderverse superhero movie trivia. All right, here we go. The movie's teaser, we're talking about Justice League. The movie's teaser has Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah song in it, which was also used by director Zack Snyder. Previously in what movie? Is it 1, Watchmen? Is it 2, Captain Amazing versus Casanova Frankenstein? Is it 3, Dawn of the Dead? Or 4, Bikini Avengers?
1?
Watchmen is correct.
And you win the game, Dave.
Well done,
Nicely
Dave.
done.
There you go.
You just did it the way it's supposed to be done.
You got those tickets to see Blue October this weekend. Hang on the line. Katie will get some information for you.
All right, hang on.
I got to go use my Lamar soap. It's time for washy, rub, rub, rub.
Oh, with Mr. Soapy Washcloth. In 2004, Franz Ferdinand released their self-titled debut studio album, featuring all kinds of songs that you've never heard. And that one.
Which you have.
Which you have. So there you go. All right, Big Boy News now. Right after Big Boy News, it's Frank Christ Presents They're Fine, They're Just Fine. It's our Dead Celebrity game. We'll give you a list of 4 celebrity names. 3 of those celebrities are just fine. One of them is dead. If you pick the dead one correctly, you will win.
This is a comedian I'm not familiar with.
Okay.
But he's playing at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater, so he must be a big thing because that's a big venue. His name's Matt Rife. He's coming to Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater on June 6th.
That's R-I-F-E?
Yes. So,
he appears to be one of those YouTube
okay.
people.
Yeah, I'm sorry I don't, but hopefully somebody's hearing that going, Matt Rife, I want those tickets.
I'm sure somebody is.
I don't think they would be booking him at the Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater if they did not think many people would want to go to that show. I just am not familiar.
I'm sure that Trent said, I'm going to put this on Radio from Hell, and when Gina says his name, a lot of people are going to be going, Matt Rife!
I hope so. It is my ignorance I will cop to. But.
So, Matt Rife tickets. Yeah, people are calling.
Okay,
So,
okay.
877-602-9696. We will play the Dead Celebrity game after this. Big Boy News and Opinioendo, brought to you by
Business owners, do you owe $15,000 or more on employment taxes and don't know what to do? McClure and Stewart, your local trusted tax attorneys. Go to McClureandStewart.com today.
Tragedy, one of a kind, an original. He will be missed. He blended pop, philosophy, and absurdist comedy in best-selling books like Even Cowgirls Get the Blues and Skinny Legs and All, comic novels about gargantuan-thumbed hitchhikers, stoned secret agents, and mystic stockbrokers caught hold of millions of readers in the 70s counterculture. His name was Tom Robbins.
Oh.
He died on Sunday at his home in La Conner, Washington. He was 92. His son, Fleetwood, confirmed the death, but did not cite a cause. Alongside works by Carlos Castaneda, Richard Broughton, and Kurt Vonnegut, Tom Robbins' paperbacks, Dog-Eared and Torn, were common sights on the bookshelves and bedside milk crates of the hippie era between the tail end of the Vietnam War and the rise of Reagan's America. He became one of the rare writers to achieve both a cult following and be a mega bestseller with their meandering plots, pop philosophical asides, and frequent jabs at social convention and organized religion. Mr. Robbins' books were the perfect accompaniment to acid trips, Grateful Dead shows, and weekend yoga retreats. I tried to read Even Cowgirls Get the Blues one time, and
Is it hard?
No, it's not hard. He has a really easy writing style. It's just
You didn't care?
there's just a lot of nonsense in it as well. But,
I can see Bill throwing a book down going, this is just a bunch
Nonsense.
of nonsense.
Let's
I don't
see.
have time for this nonsense.
An avalanche happened Saturday afternoon in Big Cottonwood Canyon, and one skier has died, another has been injured. The Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office said the slide happened 12:45 p.m. in the Cardiff Fork, Silver Fork area. A search and rescue team responded to the area, and officials said that around 2:30 p.m., the injured skier was being brought down from the mountain where it occurred. Around 3 p.m., a helicopter from the Department of Public Safety landed on the road. They had to close the road from both directions, and the helicopter was used to bring the deceased victim's body down from the mountain. At least as of this writing, the person had not been identified. So, Gina, you'll be excited to hear this. Thousands of birds dying and washing up on the shores of the Great Salt Lake.
Why am I excited to hear about that?
Well, because Gina, it confirms what you say.
Oh, the bird flu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
25,000 eared grebes died along the lake primarily due to avian influenza. After receiving a tip from viewers, Fox 13 News reached out to the Division of Wildlife Resources, which said confirmed the small outbreak among one wild species of waterfowl. The Division of Wildlife Resources said that an estimated, 15,000 to 25,000 eared grebes, is a small outbreak.
It's an outbreak.
Small, it's a small outbreak.
Yeah.
That's happening everywhere.
The
Yeah.
poor eared grebe.
Those are cute little birds.
Yeah, Dave. So there's that, and then the CDC posted and then swiftly deleted data suggesting that bird flu may have spread from pet cats to people. Both cats in the report died within days of showing symptoms, though it's unclear what happened to their potentially infected owners. The chart detailing the cases was posted Wednesday in the CDC's morbidity and mortality report around 1 p.m. and then deleted pretty soon after that.
Because they're going to hide this stuff from you.
Yeah.
It's unclear how long the chart remained in the report before it was taken down. The rest of the report, detailing emergency department visits during the Los Angeles wildfires, remained available.
Yeah.
The chart showed that a teenager and a dairy worker in 2 households started showing symptoms of H5N1, that's bird flu, within days of their cats testing positive for the disease. Now, while bird flu, which is common in birds and cattle, has been detected in cats, there were previously known documented cases of it spreading from cats to humans. The data comes amid a Trump-ordered freeze on communications and reports from the health authorities like the CDC.
Yeah, my guess is some responsible scientist there put it up and then was told to take it down.
Now, the deal with the bird flu in cats, they probably get it from catching a wild bird and
Yeah.
eating it, and,
Yeah.
and the bird has avian influenza. And then spread, and cats are, when they get it, they die. It kills them. When people get it, it makes them sick, but I don't know if there have been any reported deaths. But
So far, but that it can mutate, and
it can,
if
yeah.
you're a compromised, here we
yeah,
go
and-
again
and-
with if you're a
and
compromised person.
It can mutate, and Gina is here to tell you that it will mutate. It will mutate.
My husband has been warning
and-
us about this for years.
And she's here to tell you that bodies are soon going to be littering the streets of Salt Lake City. Human bodies everywhere. Am I close?
No.
Well, Trump's probably fired the people who would pick up the bodies.
Another, yeah.
I mean, Elon is what I mean.
Well, another book has been added to Utah's growing list of titles banned from all public schools in the state. The new entry is Like a Love Story by an Iranian-American author, Abdi Nazmian. The historical young adult queer novel follows Reza, an Iranian boy, as he grapples with homosexuality in 1989 amid the AIDS crisis in New York. The novel was among Time magazine's 100 best young adult books of all time because Time magazine is well known. They want to make everybody who is a teenager gay. That's their mission.
And that's how you become gay.
Yeah,
So-
you read something and
yeah.
you go, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So here's the list of. There's a list here of books that schools that are banned from schools in Utah, and on this list there are 6 books by somebody named Sarah J. Moss. 6 of her books are on the banned list. So I'm thinking Sarah ought to give up trying because she
has
not gonna,
a theme, clearly.
I guess. I think they're fantasy books. A Court of Frost and Starlight, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Silver Flames, A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Wings and Ruin. Sarah J. Moss. She's got more books on the banned list than anybody. Let's see. A missing plane was found. Commuter plane crashed on an ice floe. All 10 aboard the plane were killed. The Bering Air single-engine turboprop plane was traveling from Unalakleet on Thursday afternoon. Passengers with 10 passengers and pilots, and it's going to be difficult. They're doing now recovery operations, but it's difficult because the plane is on an ice floe, and that ice floe is moving like 5 miles a day.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It's floating in the ocean. President Trump has been busy this week, last week, signing a series of executive orders nearly every day. However, federal courts have pushed back, blocking or pausing significant parts of his agenda. One of Trump's initial executive orders aimed at ending birthright citizenship for kids born to immigrants on U.S. soil has been halted twice by judges in Maryland and Seattle. But, Vice President J.D. Vance and Trump are questioning the authority of the courts to do what they're doing.
like
Now
dictators do. Yeah.
Now, they never questioned the courts when the courts blocked a lot of Biden's initiatives, which they did. He had several things that he tried to push through by executive order, and the court said, nope, you can't do it. Got to go through proper channels. But Vice President Vance and Elon Musk are questioning the authority of the courts to do any of that.
Here's what I'm worried about, that the court's going to come down on some of these things, and they're going to say you can't do that, and the Trump's administration's going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And then what?
Exactly.
Who is?
Well,
that's
good
what he's.
news.
That's what he's.
Who enforces that?
Good news. Good news. The Justice Department has pushed back. The court said, no, you can't release the names of all these FBI agents who were involved in the January 6th thing. And the Justice Department says, okay, we're backing off. We will not release those names.
For now.
So that's they're following procedure, which is good. In a memo obtained by Scripps News, newly confirmed OMB Director Russell Vought announced that he has been made the acting director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and he will
shut it
will shut it down.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to shut it down.
That's the thing that Elizabeth Warren fought to have
Exactly.
formed,
Yeah.
To look out for us.
And it's the thing. Elizabeth Warren should have been the head of that commission.
Yes.
But Congress would not have that. No,
she's a woman.
no, she can't do that.
Yeah.
President Trump reportedly left Super Bowl licks early as the Kansas City Chiefs headed for shock defeat. Now, in a interview before the game, Trump said, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win it.
So it's his fault. We'll blame him.
As they were getting pounded, he left early.
He wasn't going to say the Philadelphia Eagles will, because you remember when the Eagles won last time, they snubbed it.
Yeah. Oh, and
So he don't like the Philadelphia Eagles.
And by the way, President Trump has vowed to fire all the members of the Kennedy Center Board of Arts, and he's appointed himself the chairman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
And when they asked him, he said, well, who's going to be in charge of the programming? He said, well, me.
Yeah.
He said, well, he said, all these programs, they were terrible. They were just awful. He says, well, which ones did you see? He says, none. I didn't see any of them.
Yeah. Oh, and Carrie, did you know there was a countrywide power outage in Sri Lanka?
I did not know that.
And did you know what was the cause?
What?
A monkey.
What?
A monkey shut down
Good.
all
Did
the
he get
power.
out little scissors and cut? Did he climb
Good.
up and
It says a monkey came into contact with our grid transformer, causing an imbalance in the power system. I'm thinking that the monkey did not fare well in that encounter.
You
but
think he lost?
I think he did.
But it's one giant
It was a-
strike for
It was a kamikaze mission by the monkey kingdom.
exactly.
All right, that's it.
Our fallen brother. Weather traffic. We'll do sports coming up.
Sure, yeah. 25 right now. Beautiful day expected today. A little cold, though. High only 37. Overnight lows in the 20s. We could see a little bit of a unsettled pattern this week. A couple different chances for some snow. And it should be snow. We should stay pretty chilly this week.
Any
so.
part of your forecast when we're going to start seeing bodies littering the streets
Littering
of
the
Salt Lake?
streets. Oh, yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday?
is
Okay.
when that's expected. Let's see. Traffic, we have a single vehicle crash, I-15 northbound at the Spaghetti Bowl. That's the I-80-201 interchange in South Salt Lake. Right shoulder blocked, causing a little slowage through that area. And whatever you're seeing, please let us know. 33986 is where you do that. Brought to you by Burt Brothers Tire and Service and Tire Busters. Stop by your nearest shop and get the tires and auto care you need.
Oh, Frank Crest is here.
Oh, hello, everyone.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank. We're just
How you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm just fine.
Okay.
Honest. But apparently there are lots of people who are not feeling so good.
Oh, it's that day after Super Bowl thing.
Lots of flu and day after Super Bowl.
It's mostly rumbly tumbly.
Frank,
I remember when I had internal organs.
it's kind of better to not have them, isn't it?
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah. Frank is here. But for those of you who are not familiar, Frank is a Grim Reaper. He's a reaper of celebrities only. It's his specialty, or you might say, his curse.
There were so many celebrities at the Super Bowl.
Yes, there were. You were there for a while.
I had to hover for a bit.
Yes. Frank reaps the souls of celebrities, and he's a skeletal figure, as you might picture a Grim Reaper to be, and he hates having to reap the souls of celebrities.
I love our precious celebrities, don't you?
I do.
Well, yeah, sure.
You know why I love them?
Because everything they say and do is right,
Exactly.
and you want to be just like them.
I do. If I could just be like Travis Kelce, I'd just be in heaven. Well, yeah, probably
You'd
would.
be a lot taller.
Actually,
that's
I'd probably
for
be
sure.
in hell.
Probably.
So we have a game we call Frank Chris
They're
Presents,
fine. They're just fine.
and he's given me a list of celebrities, four celebrities. Three of them on the list are,
Just fine.
but one of them Frank has had to take. And do we have a contestant?
April is here.
April, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm fine. I'm just fine. April, if you identify the dead celebrity on this list, you will win tickets to see this comedian. What's his name, Gina?
Matt Rife coming to Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater on June 6th.
Do you know who that is by chance, April?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
cool.
He's
Good.
great.
He's very funny, huh? Okay, cool. We'll have to check him out. So I'm going to read these celebrities. You tell me the dead one, and you'll get the tickets. Here we go.
Okay.
Because it's Homes for Birds Week, Frank has given me a list of actors in movies about birds. Number 1, Veronica Cartwright. As a child, Cartwright appeared in the movie The Children's Hour on TV. She was in Leave It to Beaver, One Step Beyond, and The Twilight Zone. Her later film roles included Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Alien, The Right Stuff, Witches of Eastwick, and Scary Movie. She was in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Number 1, Veronica Cartwright. Number 2, Jo Beth Williams. Rose to prominence appearing in films like Kramer vs. Kramer, Stir Crazy, Poltergeist 2, The Big Chill, The Day After. She was nominated for an Emmy for guest shot on Frasier and had recurring roles in the TV series Dexter and Private Practice. She starred in The Big Year, about a bird-watching competition. Number 2, Jo Beth Williams. Number 3, Mary Ellen Trainor, a character actress best known for her roles as psychiatrist Dr. Stephanie Woods in the Lethal Weapons movies, newscaster Gail Wallens in Die Hard, and Irene Walsh in The Goonies. She also appeared in Romancing the Stone, The Monster Squad, Death Becomes Her, Forrest Gump, and Freaky Friday. She was in Firebirds, which is actually about helicopters. Whirly birds,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And then that's Mary Ellen Trainor. And then number 4, Dana Delaney, won an Emmy for her lead role on China Beach, received further recognition for her appearances in films like Light Sleeper, Tombstone, Exit to Eden, and The Margaret Sanger Story. She also starred in Desperate Housewives. She also voiced Lois Lane in Superman, the animated series. She was in Fly Away Home, about a man who started training Canadian geese to follow his ultralight aircraft and succeeded in leading their migration. Number 4, Dana Delaney. There's 4 actors. One of them is dead, April. Which one is it? Oh, April?
Dana Delaney, and she passed away. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry.
ahead.
Say it again.
Say it again.
Okay. I really like Dana Delaney. She's a great actress.
Uh-huh.
I like what she does, and if she passed away, I'd be really sad. So we're going to go with number 1, Veronica Cartwright.
No, she's fine.
She's fine too.
And Dana Delaney's fine, too.
Dana Delaney's also fine. But here, I'll give you one more chance. Listen carefully, April. Is it Jo Beth Williams, or
Okay.
is it Jo Beth Williams, or is it Mary Ellen Trainor?
Mary Ellen Trainor. Are you sure it's not Veronica? It looks.
Yes,
think
Are
she
you
passed
going to
away.
argue with me?
She's 75 and she's
Okay.
fine. She's just fine. Mary Ellen
Let's
Trainor.
go with Jo Beth.
What? Is she even listening?
April.
April, we're just going to
Yes.
give you the...
Why don't you go with Mary Ellen
Go
Trainor?
away.
Let's go with Mary Ellen
There
Trainor.
you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Hang on, April.
You're going to argue with the Grim Reaper of celebrities?
I probably shouldn't.
No.
No.
Wow, Frank, I've never heard you so exasperated.
Right.
April, take these tickets and go.
Hang on the line,
Hang on,
April.
April.
Questioning.
Katie will tell you how to get your tickets.
Word?
Yeah,
I think this is my first day?
I don't know.
All right.
You know, some people are new to the game too.
Oh, she was just so argumentative. Well, I've got to go check on Robert Wagner. 95 today.
Heart to heart.
Oh, his heart.
Mm.
Roberta Flack is 88.
Roberta. Oh my.
She's going to take that midnight train someday. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Right.
I was gonna ask Frank to ask Robert Wagner about Natalie Wood, but
He killed her, didn't he? And isn't Gladys Knight Midnight Train to Georgia?
Oh,
Roberta
that's
Flack
right.
is first time
That's
ever
true.
I saw your
All right.
face.
Well, maybe April should be questioning the Celebrity Reaper.
Single vehicle crash, I-15 northbound at the Spaghetti Bowl. Highway Patrol is on the scene now. Right shoulder is blocked, causing a little slowage through that area, but that's the only accident being reported. You can report if you would like. If you see something, you can share it with us, 33986.
All right, KXRK Provo. We will take a break. We'll be back with sports. And let's be honest, there's only one thing that happened yesterday.
we talk about all things Super Bowl. Like we can talk about the game a little bit, the commercials,
a little bit of this, a little
the
bit of that.
halftime show,
Yeah.
all of that.
After the standby. Did you know you could stream Radio from Hell on the X
who said, "Yay, sports ball." Payson.
They like their sports ball in Payson.
Yeah, they do.
I wonder if they liked the Super Bowl, because I didn't.
You didn't?
No. God.
Hang on, let's get some sports music going here. There we go.
No.
Well, Jalen Hurts lost his starting job in college. He wasn't a first-round draft pick. Even after leading his team to a Super Bowl, there were questions about how he could give the Philadelphia Eagles a win. And he did yesterday, named Super Bowl MVP. He had a great game. They just ran all. I think maybe the Chiefs, when you've won 2 Super Bowls, you don't get up for it like you've won twice. Like maybe it's not as
I don't know.
the fire in your belly kind of thing.
It was the score was 40-22.
Really?
But at halftime, I think it was, it was like 20.
It was
something to nothing.
It was
score
20 to
isn't-
nothing, yeah.
That score isn't indicative of the.
I stopped watching after the halftime.
Yeah, it was. I
it
was,
was-
looking at my texts to my wife, who was in the other room. I said, "I'm done with this game. You want to watch something else?"
I audibly said, yawn.
Yeah.
What is it? The Chiefs didn't even get past the 50-yard line in the.
They had like zero
quarter.
offense.
Yeah.
Zero.
And it was no fun. I mean,
No.
it was fun for Philadelphia
Sure.
fans probably.
And I don't hate Philadelphia. It's not
No.
like I was like I actually, if they had been in the Super Bowl against somebody else, I probably would have been rooting for them. And I am happy. Former Ute, former Timpview High School football player Britton Covey is a Philadelphia Eagle. He didn't play; he was hurt, but he gets a ring.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So that made me happy.
Yeah, either team could have won, and I wouldn't have cared and been fine.
I thought
it was a boring game.
I thought that the pre-show stuff was really way too chaotic. They did it on Bourbon Street.
There was a lot.
And there was it was really noisy, and I admire those, the sports guys, Strahan and Howie Long, and for being able to kind of perform even with all that chaos around them. But God, it was noisy.
One of the first things I noticed was Tom Brady's watch.
Yeah, really.
Everybody
expensive.
noticed.
It was it's hideous.
Yeah.
It was this gigantic, and one of the friends I was watching it with, she said that's a metal that is not accessible to normal people.
Yeah.
That's some other metal that we
No,
haven't
it
even
didn't
been-
it say it was
It's $650,000.
no $740
$740,000. That's see,
for a watch.
Bill's paying wholesale for it.
I really would like it. Actually,
It was so ugly.
I didn't really notice it.
Oh my! I don't know how you missed it.
Although I did think it was neat that Tom Brady threw a pass from one of the balconies across the street to Gronk, and then another pass to a trombone player, and they both caught the pass. But speaking of Gronk, there's somebody that I had way too much of, way too much of.
He has too much energy for you. I think.
What is that supposed to mean?
No, I just mean he's a lot. He's
He has too much energy. He makes me tired.
Yes, that's what I
no,
said. No?
no.
I don't know who that is. So
He's a lout. He's a big sweaty lout, and I don't see any charm or a poise in him at all. And he was on all the pregame stuff. He was on 60 commercials. I'm done. He was in the Pizza Hut commercials.
I don't know who it is, so I mean I know the name, but I couldn't spot him.
so the halftime show.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
I think we are not familiar with Kendrick Lamar.
It's no, I've never met him.
So I employed the help of my young son Muhammad,
Not the prophet, but your
not
son.
the prophet, my son. And I said, "Help me with Kendrick Lamar."
Help me, Muhammad.
And he said, and this is fascinating to me, he's the first musician outside of classical and jazz that has won a Pulitzer Prize.
Really?
Yeah, he won. I heard that he'd won a
about-
Pulitzer Prize.
And I said, really? And Muhammad said, yeah. He said he had this album. This was a few years ago, but I guess if you listen to it, like the way it's laid out, start to finish, it tells one story.
Oh, okay.
if you turn it around, now not backmasking, but just listen to it last song first and listen to it the other way, tells a completely different story.
Oh,
So he's a really good writer. They call him, he's kind of alternative.
Yeah.
rap.
Yeah.
Now,
I thought it was a good show.
I loved the choreography and all of that. I thought was excellent. Here's the thing, and me, it's so I'm not an aficionado of rap music by any means. I don't know a lot about it, but they said he did 10 songs on the halftime show.
Yeah.
It sounded like one song to me.
Now, I said the same thing to Muhammad, and he said, well, take Bruce Springsteen's halftime show.
Yeah.
That all sounds like I can't tell those songs apart. They all sound
Yeah. It just
the
depends
same
on your ear, I
to
suppose.
me. Yeah,
Just what you're used to.
yeah.
Sue and I were watching and quite enjoying it, and she says, I don't think he's going to do the Not Like Us song because they're getting sued. And he started doing it, and she says, I am shocked that he's doing it.
Muhammad said the same
And
thing.
I said, well, why not? It's his number one song. It's
He
the
won
hit.
He
you know?
won a Grammy for
But
it.
there's pedophile.
Well, he
stuff.
changed the
Yeah,
lyric.
Yeah.
He changed the lyric. He left out the word pedophile. And then I thought I saw Serena Williams there.
She's Drake's ex,
And she was dating Drake, yeah. And so that's
there
kind
were
of
lots
cool.
of kind of in your and so he was wearing that necklace that was a lowercase a.
Yeah, what was that?
And I asked Muhammad, I'm like, what's that? And he said, well, part of that line in the song where he's calling Drake a pedophile is he says, oh, did you write that song in A minor? Like, minor.
Oh, I see.
So there were these little,
I thought it was an Amazon logo.
I'm getting paid for this.
My wife pointed out she thought that the halftime choreography, she said, it looks like it was inspired by Squid Game in a lot of ways.
Okay, I suppose it could be. Yeah, you could see that.
And what's his name was in it?
Sam
Uncle
Jackson?
Sam Jackson as Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
And some right wingers were like, "Yeah, here's Hollywood coming to kiss Trump's ass, trying to be American."
no.
What?
Oh no, you weren't paying
no.
attention at all, were you?
All Sam Jackson did say. Now just try to keep it, not so in your face, Kendrick. Keep things calm, okay?
Yeah, that is not what he was. Yeah.
I think it's important for us to be open to things that
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not familiar with and learning about them. And
That being said, I thought that Lady Gaga
yeah,
doing that thing on Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
I thought that was
that
great.
was great. Yeah.
Lovely voice.
She's terrific, and I even liked Harry Connick Jr.
Yeah.
I like John Batiste.
Oh, he was great,
singing
too,
the
yeah.
national anthem. I thought he was excellent.
Yeah.
And we got some trombone shorty, too, which made me happy.
There was something off about that performance though, like the lip syncing was off or something.
It may have been a camera satellite delay thing.
Maybe.
Might have been. Anyway, but yeah, so there was there's your sports. There it is.
That was a boring game.
Amy was sick, so she's not
Yeah.
here to tell
all
us
right.
about the game. So anyway, there we go. Traffic.
Well, we just seem to have that one issue. Oh, no, we got another one. I'm sorry, I spoke too fast. This just came through. Multi-vehicle crash northbound I-1590 south in Sandy. Cars are blocking both right and left shoulders. Traffic is backing to 114th south in Draper. Emergency crews are on the scene. Yeah, this one's bad. This is going to slow everything down. Oh, they've actually stopped all traffic northbound right now to move the vehicles from the left side to the right side of the freeway. This is
Where is
90th
it?
south in Sandy. Single vehicle crash I-15 northbound in South Salt Lake at the Spaghetti Bowl, I-80 201 interchange.
There's no actual spaghetti there, is there?
No,
Okay.
do not look for spaghetti at the Spaghetti Bowl. That's traffic.
Thank you very much.
All right, we've got boners coming up. Here are the candidates you will be considering. Boner candidate number 1, remove the offending material from mine's sight. Boner candidate number 2, does your hospital have a bring your own blood option? And boner candidate number 3, horseplay that got out of control. So put him in jail.
All right, thank you. We got Boner of the Day, Big Boy News, all coming up after some messages and a song. The song is a combination of On This Day and On Vinyl, just so you know. Stand by for all of that. Let's see. Oh, Harmon's for Valentine's.
Valentine's Day is coming up pretty
This
quick.
weekend, yeah.
Yeah, and Harmon's has everything that you could possibly want for Valentine's Day.
We got some flowers from Bob Harmon,
They're
and
lovely.
I took that big bouquet and I cut them up and I put them in vases all over my house.
Oh, good
Those
idea.
roses are so big and beautiful.
Aromatic, aren't
Yeah.
they?
If you need something extra special floral-wise from Harmon's, there's still time for you to get together with their designers and create a custom arrangement for any location, from any location at Harmon's. They're really great with the flowers, but maybe you want to do a date night in. You're going to do, and I think this is what my wife and I are going to do. We're going to do steak and surf and turf.
That sounds
Steak and
nice.
lobster tail or crab legs or both. And Harmon's has the Double R Ranch beef, and they have crab legs and lobster and all of that kind of stuff. So, just everything you need. You can order the flowers still for delivery. Go to harmonsgrocery.com.
The X96 secret
Last week we got into a discussion of skincare with Gina Barberi.
Oh, yes.
And we're talking about lashes. And somebody has reached out about this. Two people have, as a matter of fact, who want to give you some advice, Gina, and then one person needs your advice.
Wonderful.
So this one says, "Hi, Gina. Please remain seated.
Oh, sorry.
If you have questions about caring for your lash extensions, please contact me.
Oh,
It's always been an issue for me to hear about women who are not taught how to care for their lashes
yeah.
after they got home. A good lash stylist
Yes.
Oh.
will ensure that you know how to care for them.
Yes.
Lash extensions can get wet, contrary to the rumor mill.
Well,
They're out on the corner. You'll see a group of people whispering.
Yeah. Water will not affect your lashes in any way,
let's not tell her that.
and they should be washed daily. It's true that oils can affect the bond of some adhesives, resulting in loss. However, by keeping your lashes clean, you will extend the life of the extensions, and more importantly, prevent eye infection.
Oh, yeah, I don't want that.
Then she goes on to say, I would recommend a soft brush, gentle cleanser, so forth and so on. I guess she's in the business. This
Yeah.
woman is in the business.
I did to defend my lash stylist. She did give me lash wash
Oh, okay.
and a brush.
All right. This woman says, we've been selling our brand to professionals for 15 years and so on.
Yeah.
Here's wishing you years of beauty simplified.
It is beauty simplified.
Make mine a double. Please pass this info on to the beautiful Sue Jackson, a BFOP since Bill's early AM Ogden days.
Wow.
Jamie Kelly.
Thanks, Jamie.
Now, Sue is weighing in. You're supposed to keep the lashes dry for at least the first 48 hours.
Right. That's the
thing.
yeah. Because
That's it.
well, it takes for the glue to
glue.
really
Yeah.
cure.
Well, this is good to know because I'm going to get the.
yeah,
I'm gonna
you
get,
should.
Carrie, you
But,
and I should both get lash extensions.
Don't need them.
Carrie
Well,
has
that's
nice
true.
hair.
You do have.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, you do have.
But yeah, I'm going to Sue's stylist. She gave
Yeah.
me the hookup, and she did a great job. And she did give me good tips and lash cleanser.
And then we had an email last week that says, I need to know Gina's skincare regimen. And we talked about that. And then we got a follow-up email to that. Gina,
Yes.
what facial oil do you use? I've got to know. My daughter has very sensitive skin. I've got to know. You're
gonna hate me.
What?
It's
More than I do?
It's expensive.
Why would anybody hate you?
Because it's expensive.
Well, but, I mean, you could just use Wesson oil.
No.
Olive oil.
No. It's can I, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. So
What's it called and how much is it? Jesus.
so
come on.
I wondered how Liv Tyler got her skin so beautiful. 'Cause
Oh.
she has beautiful
Beautiful
skin.
skin, yeah.
And she has a whole YouTube video about her skin routine.
Mhm.
And she said she uses this skin oil from Sarah Chapman, who is a facialist in England.
She's very good.
She's very good.
Mhm.
And I'm like, well, I want to look like Liv Tyler, so I'm going to get her. I'm not going to tell you how much.
Yes,
it is.
please tell us. Come on. Come on. Now you've got everybody curious. How much is it?
It's like $120.
For how much?
I mean,
2 gallons? 3
No,
gallons?
like, that big. I don't.
A couple
No,
of
you're
gallons
thinking of the Kirkland.
with a big squirt thing on the top, the
Yeah.
That's
pump.
the one you're thinking
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
So I splurged and got some, and I really like it.
$120 for
Yeah,
how much?
I don't know. How much is that? I don't know
I
how
can't-
much
It's
that
probably
is.
about 3 ounces.
Yeah.
3 or 4 ounces, yeah. That's
It's a
pretty
lot.
expensive. How long
It's a
does it
lot.
last?
It lasts. You only need a little tiny bit.
So
But
probably
couple-
a year. That's
couple-
probably a year's worth, right?
At least half a year.
So it's 6 months worth. Well, that's
Couple of drops in your hand, and then how you put it on.
Uh-huh.
This is very specific how you put it on. So you put a couple
Does
drops
it
in the
come
palm.
with instructions?
Yeah, a couple drops in the palm of your hand, and then you take your fingertips and you lightly dab like this. You don't rub. You dab
Okay.
like that.
No, I don't think that's extravagant if it lasts
No,
6 months.
I mean, it's a lot. It feels like a lot when you're ordering it.
yeah, but I mean,
and-
it's 6 months.
Yeah.
Let's factor that out. How many days
Exactly.
in 6 months?
My wife does that with me all the
So
time.
you feel better about
Yeah,
it.
I'll say these shoes are too expensive or whatever
Yeah,
it is, and she'll say things like, "Yeah, but think about how many miles you're going to get out of these."
She's right. Yeah.
It's the use.
I think we should really figure it out and see how much you're spending per day.
And I'm going to feel really good about this.
I'm for just pennies a day, Gina. For just pennies a day, you can have beautiful skin.
Oh.
I use cosmetics, Gina.
Oh.
Lots of us use expensive oil. It's okay. We don't hate you.
Okay.
You can hate her for other stuff, but not that. Jeez.
I mean, I certainly don't spend any money on clothes.
No,
That's true.
no.
I have 5 black T-shirts.
I believe in spending good money on shoes.
And I believe in spending good money on skincare. Really,
Well, it shows.
Thank you.
You used to have pores the size of a volcano.
No, you just sit farther away from me.
Oh, they're still there.
Yeah,
See, my wife tried to take her shopping.
she did
And,
more than once. As
and,
she
and
tried.
gave up. Just gave up.
I'm a lost cause.
You are
I like this
fashion music.
fashion music.
It's fashion music mix. In 1988, The Cure released Hot, 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 the 4th single from their 7th studio album, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me.
And Bill was right.
What's that?
Well, when I said we'll do the contest at 7:15, and he said you're going to forget, and I did. But let's do it after we award the boner.
Okay, but let's remember to do it at 7:15 from now on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I thought
Will you
didn't-
help me remember that?
I would have reminded you, but I thought no. You made a big deal about.
So our Valentine's giveaway is a keyword that you text in. We will
Yes.
give you that keyword after we award the boner.
All right.
How about that?
All coming up.
Okay.
Because right now it's time for Boner of the Day. 3 news stories. These will be examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior. And you will decide with your vote, of these 3 candidates, which one is the worst? Which one deserves to be Boner of the Day for today, February 10, 2025? We'll give you 2 candidates now, a third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, you'll vote, and one of you lucky random Boner voters will receive.
Can't buy it. Got to win it. Radio from Hell Boner T-shirt.
Boner candidate number 1, remove the offending material from mine sight.
This is,
You know what I'm going to have up here?
I know, yeah.
Conservative House members don't like having an abortion ad put in our faces, said Representative Trevor Lee. A legislative guide created to help citizens and lobbyists engage with legislators, a fixture on Capitol Hill for more than 20 years.
Yeah.
This guide has been banished from several locations by legislative leaders upset about a Planned Parenthood advertisement in this year's publication. Now, the Planned Parenthood, and Planned Parenthood has put ads in this publication in the past.
Yeah.
But the Planned Parenthood ad in the Utah Legislative Guide published by the Exoro Group consisted of a hot pink page with the words, "Abortion is health care." Conservative Republican Trevor Lee of Layton objected to the ad and raised his grievance with his GOP colleagues in House leadership. A lot of us were, why? Why are we having this put in our face here when the vast majority just do not agree with that? Lee of Layton said. It's
wrong.
not something we want. If it's just like, well, treatment for women, great. That's fine. We all agree with that.
That's what it is.
But-
It's treatment. That's the point of this ad. Is it's treatment for women.
But when it starts being like abortion is health care, we don't agree with that. We don't think that's right. Lee said that the issue was brought up by the Republican caucus and a decision was made to change the long-standing practice. Planned Parenthood has been in the guide in the past, but this year it was political. I mean, specifically a political statement that we as a majority have passed legislation against. Are we going to start having everyone come and put political statements in these books that we use as a guide for just information on legislators?
Yes.
I don't want that. I know the Speaker doesn't want that. The Senate President doesn't. So
That's what it is.
it has to be removed. Planned Parenthood is currently suing the state, of course, for
Yeah.
But so they're taking the guides out. They're typically have been available
Yeah.
on tables outside the House and Senate chambers. No more. They've taken them all away.
Trevor, that's what the guide is. It is political. It is to instruct you. Also, you're wrong about it not being popular. And third, you're a snowflake.
Last year's guide also included an advertisement for Planned Parenthood, though it was less bold. It included a photograph of a healthcare provider meeting a mother and her 2 children and said, at Planned Parenthood, our mission is to ensure all people keep access to the care and resources they need to make informed decisions about their body. But they're taking it out. It's not going to be available.
The problem is with the word abortion, and what this ad is trying to do is retrain people to understand that abortion isn't, I'm a slut and I didn't do what I should have done and use birth control, and that's why I need to take care of this in this way.
But here's-
abortion is a huge umbrella term
Of course.
for a healthcare procedure that needs to be performed.
But here's what's really galling to me about this. They think that if they just remove that, take the booklets away, that's the solution. We'll just take the booklets away, because if I happen to open that page and see that, oh my God!
I may vote for abortion. I'll go have one right now because of that. That's what makes you gay, is reading those books.
Boner candidate number 1, remove the offending material from mine eye.
Trevor Lee is an idiot.
Here's boner candidate number 2. You think he's an idiot? Does your hospital have a bring your own blood option? A Utah bill would require hospitals to let...
Sorry.
A Utah bill would require hospitals to let patients supply their own blood from themselves or directed donors. Some are calling it the BYOB bill. In this case, though, it stands for Bring Your Own Blood, and the driving force is letting patients concerned about vaccines and other properties of the blood choose the source of their blood. Except in emergencies, House Bill 400, sponsored by freshman Representative Kristen Chevier, would require hospitals to let patients supply their own blood for transfusions and surgeries, either blood collected from the patient before procedures or from specific donors rather than a blood bank. comfort. Personal choice is a benefit, Chervier said in an interview. I think a lot of people are careful about what kind of food they eat, and if you're careful about what you eat, you probably would be careful about what you put in your body otherwise. And I think this is just a matter of personal preference. Companies that gather blood would have to comply with the Food and Drug Administration's regulations for collection, storage, and testing.
Yep.
It's not going to the kitchen and putting it in a quart jar, Chevier said. If I were choosing, I would choose the most healthy people I know. I look for healthy friends who eat well and exercise and do all of the things to try to keep themselves well. You know, white people. No, she didn't say that.
No, she didn't say that.
That's how I would do it. Directed blood donations, whether they are done to select for vaccination status, sex, sexual orientation, or religion, are safer than blood from a bank and caution consumers against signing up for services that tout those benefits. The FDA, that's an FDA advisory. They said the blood that is provided just through regular blood banks is safer than any of that kind of stuff.
It's tested.
Yeah,
I don't,
it is.
But I don't want any of that vaccinated blood in my body.
Again, the legislature, you're not doctors. Let the doctors do their jobs.
And this is Chevier has been outspoken about not inoculating her youngest children, and she said sponsoring the bill so she can receive blood from donors that they trust and acknowledge that vaccines in the blood is among the concerns that she has.
So now it's about personal choice with the blood.
I just and this just causes bureaucratic nonsense for hospitals.
It's a nightmare for hospitals. Yeah.
That's boner candidate number 2. Coming up in a moment, boner candidate number 3, horseplay that got out of control. So put him in jail.
All right. Boner candidate number 3 coming up after this. Big Boy News and Opinioendo brought to you by.
Get your comedy fix Friday nights at Broadway Center Cinemas. Check out Booksmart. That's a great movie. I love that movie. Friday night, get tickets and showtimes, slfstix.org.
It is a good movie.
Did we mention last week that Post Malone got a new Oreo cookie?
We need to
We
try
mentioned
it.
the cookie, but I've talked to people who have tried it, and they said that that's all they want to eat the rest of their lives.
We need to get some of this.
I don't know. I heard they taste like cigarettes. I'm not. A spokesman for Oreo said Post Malone personally curated the flavor and the look of the cookie, and the packaging features a handwritten note and signature from Post Malone. I can't believe they let me make my own Oreo cookies. So happy everybody gets to try the taste twist. I hope you love them as much as I do. I don't know. It says there are 2 different flavors inside: salted caramel and shortbread.
That's all. Yes, put them in my belly. Those sound
Now
great.
he's a big fan of Raising Cane, so I wonder if there's any chicken fat in there.
I don't know.
Probably not. Let's see. Veto. Roughly 1,000 union members packed the Utah State Capitol grounds or rotunda on Friday, chanting and singing and calling on Governor Spencer Cox to veto a bill they say is union busting. House Bill 267 strips public employee unions of their collective bargaining rights, but does not remove their right to organize and advocate. It also offers teachers liability insurance instead of going through the union. So it's trying to bust up the union.
It is.
The rotunda was filled with teachers, firefighters, pilots, municipal and construction workers. At the demonstration's peak, the Highway Patrol said there were probably about 1,000 people there. Veto, 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 they chanted as organizers urged the crowd to get more involved in state politics, including attending political party caucuses and conventions to vote out anti-union lawmakers. I don't think Spencer Cox will veto it. He doesn't dare stand up to the legislature.
He doesn't dare stand up to the Republican Party.
Utah schools have seen an attendance dip since the Trump immigration policies.
Yep.
Since the announcement that immigration officers would be allowed to make arrests in schools, the directive announced January 21st reverse policy that for more than a decade restricted immigration and customs enforcement and border protection from going into sensitive areas like churches, hospitals, and schools. The Salt Lake City School District, for instance, saw attendance dip from 91% at the start of January down to 87% by month's end. They're saying that they believe that factors like, factors like norovirus, influenza, and RSV have contributed to that. But the district has been, they say, we believe kids are not coming to school because
They're scared.
they're afraid of immigration. Donald Trump has ordered the U.S. Mint to stop minting new pennies. No more pennies.
What? Why did he?
Trump said, he's right when he says that pennies literally cost more than they cost more to make than they're worth. President Trump has set his sights on big targets like Greenland, but he's also taken aim at small ones like pennies.
But what about take a penny, leave a penny? What are we going to do with those?
You just throw those things, throw those signs away. Also, Trump has stripped the security clearances of numerous people that he does not like. Just days after revoking Joe Biden's access to classified information in secure federal buildings, because I don't trust him, Trump said his new top target is ex-Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, who he's now had his security clearance revoked, as has Letitia James, the New York Attorney General, and D.A. Alvin Bragg.
All these people that have slighted him in some way.
The man accused of stabbing Salman Rushdie in the eye.
Yes.
Remember that? Mm-hmm. He's not gone to trial yet.
Really?
Trial is just starting. Opening statements are expected today in the trial of the man accused of rushing on stage and stabbing Salman Rushdie in 2022, leaving him blind in one eye. And Rushdie, I can't remember the name of the book, but he wrote a book about it. He was 24 years old at the time of the attack, the attacker was, and he has pleaded not guilty. And finally this, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Canada, the 51st United States. 30-year-old Calgary woman has become an overnight internet hero after a trio of porch pirates attempted to swipe her ready-to-make HelloFresh meal kit from her front step. Danielle McPherson was drinking coffee on Sunday morning when her delivery arrived on the front step. Not even a minute later, things started to go sideways when she noticed a stranger coming up the walkway. I noticed her walk up and try to steal it. She was wearing a ski mask, and there was a getaway car following behind, said McPherson. Well, adrenaline just took over. Wearing only her bathrobe, her pajamas, and slippers in the bitter cold, McPherson leapt into action and flung the front door open, clearing her front steps while running after the thief. As soon as I flew out of the open door, she took off running, and she wouldn't drop the package, but she finally did. McPherson leaped over the discarded package and continued to pursue. I think she should have stopped at that point.
I want to know what was in the package.
It was her HelloFresh order. That's what I
right.
said.
Okay.
Yeah, her HelloFresh order. So it's food.
This will be the new ad for HelloFresh, by
yeah,
the way.
I think so.
So delicious,
People are trying to steal it.
Yeah, she said HelloFresh is sending her next delivery for free. All right,
well, isn't that nice of them?
What? Sure is.
All right. Weather, traffic.
21 right now, only going to get up to 37 for a high today. Should be a beautiful day, though. Sunny skies, pretty clear. We do have a couple chances this week for some storms coming through, and we stay February-type weather. We won't have those 60s, it looks like, this week. Next chance for storms looks like slight chance Tuesday, and then another on Thursday into Friday. And let's see, traffic, we have exit I-15 southbound Pleasant Grove or 8 north in Orem to avoid stop traffic due to a multi-vehicle crash at University Parkway blocking all but one right lane of the freeway. So that's in Utah County. And then a little farther north, you've got traffic stopped I-15 northbound to move crash vehicles from the left side to the right side of the freeway. 90 is south in Sandy. Traffic backed up to 123rd south in Draper. So a couple different issues folks are dealing with on that end of the valley. Be unstoppable and adventurous with Bountiful Mazda. Lease your Mazda CX-30 for just $179 a month or the CX-50 for $239 a month. Find out more at bmazda.com.
Thank you.
Here's boner candidate number 3. Horseplay that got out of control. So what? Put him in jail. A white 15-year-old kid in Massachusetts who admitted to carrying out a racially motivated attack last year in which he tried to drown a black teenager while calling him racial slurs and referring to the victim as George Floyd because he was unable to breathe, will not be going to jail for his crimes. John P. Sheeran, who in December pleaded guilty to 1 count of attempted murder, 1 count of assault with a dangerous weapon, appeared in Barnstable Juvenile Court on Wednesday, and Judge Sylvia Gomes ordered him to serve 3 years probation and complete 723 hours of community service. Also, if he is arrested and charged with another crime within that period, he will be in violation of his probation and remanded to the Department of Youth Services. Also, he has to write an apology letter, and he was directed to stay away from the victim going forward. Now, Sheeran had been charged as a youthful offender, meaning that the judge had the option to sentence him as an adult if she felt it was appropriate. But during the sentencing hearing, Gomes reportedly expressed her hope that Sheeran's unconscionable actions on that day did not define the rest of his life. I cannot undo what happened, but hopefully this resolution will bring the community closure and comfort. The sentence came after Sheeran's lawyer, Kevin Reddington, reportedly told the court multiple times that the victim in the case was not actually a victim.
What?
In any sense of the word. Reddington also attacked District Attorney General Robin Glyboy, who was present in the courtroom, referring to him as a puppet master. Reddington had previously told the Boston Globe the charges against his client were over the top, claiming the teens were merely horseplaying, and the situation got out of control. This kid has been arrested as a racist to the entire county, or
Yes.
presented as a racist to the entire county.
Well?
But this is a manipulation by the victim.
What?
Look.
He held him underwater.
Yeah.
Called him George Floyd.
Yeah.
That's-
Threatened him with a rock, said he was going to beat him in the head with it. There were other kids present at the time. Another kid has been charged. And the judge says, I'm just going to put you on probation. No,
Oh, my hell.
put him in jail.
Yes.
Boner candidate number 3.
All right, let's review the first two and vote.
Boner candidate number 1, remove the offending material from mine eyes, or from mine sight. Conservative House members like Trevor Lee of Layton, we can't have this legislative guide anywhere near us because there's a page in there that's a Planned Parenthood ad that says abortion is health care. Can't have that around.
It'll make him run out and get an abortion.
And they're taking it out of the. It's just nonsense. Boner candidate number 2. Speaking of nonsense, does your hospital have a bring your own blood option? It's a Utah bill that would require hospitals to let patients supply their own blood from themselves or from directed donors. It's silly. And boner candidate number 3, horseplay that got out of control. So put him in jail.
All right. Time to vote for Boner of the Day. Which one do you think is the worst? Which one should be Boner of the Day for today, February 10, 2025? 1, 2, or 3. Remember your candidate number. The one that you think should win. Put that single digit in the message of a text. Then text that to 33986. Or you can call Katie in the producer's booth at 877-602-9696 and just tell her in person. Or go online, x96.com, look for the box that says Boner of the Day, February 10, 2025. Click and vote. If you don't see that box, refresh your browser. It will appear. All right, you've got, looks like less than 4 minutes to get your vote in. So let's do that. Bill Frost will be here to tell us what's on TV at 8 o'clock. Let's go, vote. Boner of the Day. There is a Mona Community Notes from the year 2000.
I don't know what that would be. I mean, I don't recall doing anything with that far long ago.
So there's that.
The Mona bit's relatively new, right?
Well, I don't think it is. Do you want it? Should we hear it?
Well, okay, I guess. What, 2003? No, 2000. The year 2000?
The year 2000!
23 years ago? It must be mislabeled.
Nope.
I can't.
51000.
What were we? Is it a Utah Word of the Day thing?
It says Mona Notes.
Oh.
I mean, we could keep talking about it, or we could play it and find
We
out.
should play with.
Now let me walk over here and press play.
Get your steps in.
Okay.
Okay.
See what it is.
And now, Mona Community Notes, an update of happenings in Mona, Utah. Here is the mayor, Don Criddle, with his son, Denver.
Hi, this is Mayor Mona Don Criddle.
Don't forget me, Daddy.
Just keep your britches on, Denver. I'm Don Criddle, and yes, my boy Denver.
Denver Criddle?
You open that pie hole to interrupt me one more time, boy, and it's going to be filled with a size 12 Red Wing boot.
Okay, Daddy.
Anyhow, this is Mona Community Notes. This week, we're going to tell you about free things to do in and around our fair city, Mona. This Saturday, you can see a free movie, The Greatest Show on Earth, down to the Harold B. Lee Auditorium. It's a moving film about Jesus, our Lord and Savior, and the moving story of his life.
Daddy, you're thinking of the movie The Greatest Story Ever Told. The Greatest Show on Earth is about the circus. It's got clowns in it, Daddy.
The only clown here is you, Mr. Siskel Ebert Means. And don't you be calling the Lord a clown, Denver.
I'm scared of clowns, Daddy.
Now then, it don't cost nothing either for you to go try out for the Queen of the Ute Stampede contest down to the fairgrounds this weekend.
Ooh, I'd love to be a rodeo queen, Daddy. I like to wear my jeans real tight.
And you look like a whore, boy.
How many utes does it take to make a stampede, Daddy?
Boy, if you don't button that lip of yours, I'm gonna stampede your hind end.
If I was the rodeo queen, I'd like Garth Brooks to be my rodeo king, Daddy.
And finally, Miss Payson is coming down here to Mona, to the Mona Elementary, to give a 2.5-minute talk on seatbelt safety. The public is invited.
Miss Payson, the soon-to-be Mrs. Denver Criddle.
Boy, you swing like a Gordon Gate in the wind, don't you? She'll be showing a film called Strap-On Safety.
Them strap-ons can be dangerous, Daddy.
When are you gonna stop being such a dildo, Denver? And finally, this ain't free, but it sure is cheap. Ella down to the Frosty Freeze says that they ain't been able to sell all the chicken fried steak, so it's still on special till they run out.
You mean like the way that Mama ran out on you, Daddy?
Well, just stick a knife in my heart, Denver. You'll kill me a lot quicker. This has been Mona Community Notes, and you join us next time for more.
I'm laughing out of embarrassment.
Why? That was amazing.
Jeez. I have no memory of that. Zero memory. But somebody said, this is the one where Denver says, I want to grow up to be a rodeo queen. Somebody remembers that from 23 years ago.
Nick loved the line, Siskel Ebert Means.
And
Travis points out that Don has mellowed over the years.
A little bit.
He used to have quite a temper.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know Don had been the mayor for so long. I thought Don Criddle was a character that has been running the show.
One of the first
I've been working here.
One of the first things Don did when he got the office was made sure that it was office for life. He changed the changed the rule.
I don't remember that we had created those characters that long ago.
Oh yeah.
I thought we had just done that in the last three years.
Oh, because people ask me where the Denver voice comes from, and it's me trying to be Larry Hagman on Dallas, because he kept talking about his daddy.
Yeah,
he would say daddy.
That's right, daddy.
And that's kind of where it came from.
I don't think I ever knew that.
Yeah, so that's how long those characters have been around. But then we got
one more.
We're out of time.
Are we out of time?
But
From hell.
Okay. Let's see. It's 7:49. Time to award a boner of the day.
And the boner of the day is brought to you in part by guacamole and some nachos with barbecue beef on them. It's really good.
And Squatters Corner Pub is now open at Fashion Place Mall. Corner Pub carries on the tradition of the iconic Squatters downtown, serving lunch and dinner daily with brunch on weekends, pouring the best local beers. Stop by Squatters Corner Pub in West Valley today.
Well, good, strong voting for number one. Remove the offending material from mine site. Just going crazy over an ad for Planned Parenthood in a legislative guide. And there have been ads for Planned Parenthood in there before, and the legislative guide is meant to, if you go up to the Capitol, and it'll help you figure out what's going on. Mm-hmm. It gives you a list of the legislators, who they are, where their offices are, and it's an information guide.
Yeah,
and they put some ads in there to offset the printing. but that got 74 votes.
Really?
Came in second. The winner, Boner candidate number 3. The kid who's just getting probation, which I think is ridiculous.
Yep.
141 votes. He wins Boner of the Day.
There will be no lesson learned there.
And the headline of the story, too, said, smirking 15-year-old who tried to drown black teen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smirk. He smirked even.
He's not learning any lesson at all. All right. 7:51 now.
X96 has your Valentine's shopping covered. We know you forgot. Listen all week with Radio from Hell. Artie and Todd win different Valentine's prizes every day, like gift cards from Squatters, Harmon's, or Lim Jewelers, and tickets to the Natural History Museum of Utah. Plus, you can enter to win our grand prize, one of each daily prize. You do that at x96.com. I'm going to give you a keyword, and you will text it to 33986 in order to win. The prize is a $50 Harmon's gift card. Impress your Valentine with handcrafted custom flower arrangements from the best growers, handmade in-house by Harmon's floral designers, perfect dinner, dessert, gifts, and more, all in one easy stop at Harmon's. The key word is roses. Roses, R-O-S-E-S. Roses, text that to 33986 now to win.
Nice.
Did you want to talk about Super Bowl commercials here?
We can.
I mean, I frankly... I think I didn't see a lot of them because I stopped watching the game.
I was watching them, but there just wasn't anything that really
jumped
out at me.
I didn't see it till the end of the game, so you guys might have missed the Jeep commercial with Harrison
I missed
Ford.
that one. I watched it this morning.
Beautiful. Really well done.
Yeah, let me find it here.
Longest thing we ever do is live our lives. But life doesn't come with an owner's manual. Might have been nice, huh? But that means we get to write our own story.
This is it's 2 minutes long, and it's directed by famous director.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that guy.
Look it up.
No.
Okay.
I will.
Or maybe freedom is for everybody, but it isn't free. It's earned. There are real heroes in the world, but not the ones in the movies. Real heroes are humble. They're not driven by pride. Pride is a terrible driver. Freedom is
I mean, it makes you want to buy a Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Harrison Ford just has James Mangold.
James Mangold. Yeah.
Harrison Ford just has this very comforting.
It's called gravitas, Gina.
Yeah.
Yes.
The most sacred thing in life isn't the path.
And I couldn't help but sit and watch this and go, do you think that's really his cabin?
You don't have to be
Because
friendly.
it looks like.
Do you think that's really his
Maybe.
dog? You know,
Yeah,
is that his
probably.
dog?
It might be.
Which way to go?
But the best part is the very last line. You got to let it go.
But our
Oh, well, let me-
differences can be our strength.
All right, here we go.
So choose.
Here we go.
But choose wisely. Choose what makes you happy. My friends, my family, my work make me happy. This Jeep makes me happy, even though my name is.
He kind of whispers forward.
And it's an electric Jeep.
Yeah. You see him walk out and unplug
Unplug
it,
it.
and
Yeah.
it's very, very good.
Somebody said the Willem Dafoe, Catherine O'Hara playing pickleball was a good one.
Well, I
Yeah.
saw that. It was okay.
Katie liked that one.
You know, Willem Dafoe often looks menacing and
Yeah.
kind of creepy. He was sort of handsome in that ad, I thought.
Now, there was a Coffee Mate commercial that made me ill.
Now, what is that product?
So it looks like a can of whipped cream.
Yeah, I couldn't
But it's
figure out-
cold. It's supposed to be cold foam
it's
for
the
your
cold foam.
coffee or
Yeah.
your whatever
Hot
drink.
chocolate.
Okay.
But the ad, he tips back to
Yeah,
take
like you do.
take a shot of it, and this creepy, weird, fake long tongue comes out. It was one of those ads where I'm like, how did this get past a boardroom full of people saying, yes, it's just this minute-long, weird, fake tongue that's, I hated it.
It didn't. It was too It was so distracting. It made me not want to buy the product, even though it's a product that I would probably buy and use.
And I don't. I really didn't care for the Matthew McConaughey Uber Eats.
Oh, I thought they were fine.
I mean,
I'm a Matthew McConaughey apologist.
From the very beginning, football's been a conspiracy to make us hungry. Now, let me tell you where it all started.
And we'll call this a pigskin. Make people crave bacon.
Everybody loves bacon.
I love bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Ever ask yourself how Buffalo got a team?
These wings deserve a team.
Yeah. I figured out a good team name for Buffalo, Bill. Buffalo. Buffalo.
They do
a lot of
anything
this
to
is
sell food.
visual.
Yeah.
Called refrigerator.
Yes. Even Peyton was in on it.
Omaha!
Steak.
Omaha!
And they're still at it.
Yeah.
I wrote. Why did I write after that? I wrote YouTube TV ad. What was that? It was for YouTube TV.
It was to watch sports on TV, which I thought on YouTube, which I thought was odd that it was broadcast on Fox. Don't watch our thing; watch their thing.
Did you see the Michael Shannon, Aubrey Plaza, Ritz Cracker commercial?
Yeah, and all I could do was focus on his hair. That's all I was looking at in that commercial was the fact that he's losing his hair, and it kind of bothered me.
But they're out because they do have the same kind of countenance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have the same salty.
Oh, and then someone reminds me the Eugene Levy eyebrows.
Oh, I like that.
It was for Pringles.
Yeah.
But it was disturbing.
His eyebrows go flying away at one
No,
point.
Eugene Levy was Little Caesars. You're thinking
Little Caesars.
You're thinking of Pringles was.
I got him mixed up.
Pringles was
mustaches.
Offerman and Andy Reid.
And their mustaches flew
Their
off.
mustaches flew away.
See, that's confusing.
Hair flying, facial hair flying away is.
Y'all should talk when you make these ads so that you're not doing the same. Anyway.
Oh, and this one too. Fleshy hat guy was horrible. Again, I don't remember what that ad was for, but that was a guy that had a cowboy hat made out of
his head. It was part of his head.
And I don't. But what was it for?
See, that's where ads are not good if you don't remember what they're.
Well, I'll talk about the movie trailers coming up in Geek News.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there were a bunch of them.
Yeah. We'll talk about that coming up.
There was a lot of Tom Cruise. That's for sure.
He was everywhere.
Okay. Crash I-15 southbound University Parkway in Orem. 5 lanes of traffic blocked. So, exit I-15 southbound in Pleasant Grove or 8th North in Orem to avoid that stop traffic. This is going to be a mess for a while, I'm afraid. We also have crash westbound US 189 leaving Heber City. It's blocking the right lane and shoulder traffic backed up. So the left lane there affected. Multi-vehicle crash northbound I-15 90 south in Sandy. Cars are blocking both right and left shoulders. Traffic back to 123rd south. So lots of issues this morning so far, unfortunately. Get your comedy fix Friday nights at Broadway Center Cinemas. Check out Booksmart this Friday night. Get tickets and showtimes at slfstix.org.
All right. Thank you very much. We will take a break. We will be back after these messages. Bill Frost will be here to tell us what's on TV this week. Stand by for that. KXRK Provo. RandLife.com/X96.
Well, Rand Life, a local mortgage company, and I've had a mortgage with them, and they've always been great. But they have a really low rate they'd like to tell you about. It's 3.25%. Now, this is specifically for 3-in-1 adjustable rate mortgages on FHA and VA loans. You can get it down to 3.25% at Rand Life. And that means you could get, well, it gives you a lot more purchasing power. You get a nicer house, certainly, move up to a better neighborhood, maybe, a kitchen that you always want. Maybe you wanted a rumpus room. You could get a rumpus room with your Rand Life 3.25% mortgage. So don't wait. Turn your dream into an address. Visit randlife.com/X96. Learn more about their incredible low rates. That's randlife.com/X96. Ask them if they know anything about rumpus rooms. That's Rand.
There is a Mona Community Notes from the year 2000.
I don't know what that would be. I mean, I don't recall doing anything with that far long ago.
So there's that.
The Mona bit's relatively new, right?
Well, I don't think it is. Should we hear it?
Well, okay, I guess. What, 2003?
No, 2000.
The year 2000?
The year 2000.
23 years ago? It must be mislabeled.
No.
I can't.
51000.
What were we? Is it a Utah word of the day thing?
It says Mona Notes.
Oh.
So, I mean, we could keep talking about it, or we could play it and find
We
out.
should play
Now, let me walk over here and press play.
Get your steps in.
Okay.
Okay.
See what it is.
And now, Mona Community Notes, an update of happenings in Mona, Utah. Here is the mayor, Don Criddle, with his son, Denver.
Hi, this is Mayor Mona Don Criddle.
Don't forget me, Daddy.
Just keep your britches on, Denver. I'm Don Criddle, and yes, my boy Denver.
Denver Criddle.
You open that pie hole to interrupt me one more time, boy, and it's going to be filled with a size 12 Red Wing boot.
Okay, Daddy.
Anyhow, this is Mona Community Notes. This week, we're going to tell you about free things to do in and around our fair city, Mona. This Saturday, you can see a free movie, The Greatest Show on Earth, down to the Harold B. Lee Auditorium. It's a moving film about Jesus, our Lord and Savior, and the moving story of his life.
Daddy, you're thinking of the movie The Greatest Story Ever Told. The Greatest Show on Earth is about the circus. It's got clowns in it, Daddy.
The only clown here is you, Mr. Siskel Ebert Means. And don't you be calling the Lord a clown, Denver.
I'm scared of clowns, Daddy.
Now then, it don't cost nothing either for you to go try out for the Queen of the Ute Stampede contest down to the fairgrounds this weekend.
Ooh, I'd love to be a rodeo queen, Daddy. I like to wear my jeans real tight.
And you look like a whore, boy.
How many utes does it take to make a stampede, Daddy?
Boy, if you don't button that lip of yours, I'm gonna stampede your hind end.
If I was the rodeo queen, I'd like Garth Brooks to be my rodeo king, Daddy.
And finally, Miss Payson is coming down here to Mona, to the Mona Elementary, to give a 2.5-minute talk on seatbelt safety. The public is invited.
Miss Payson, the soon-to-be Mrs. Denver Criddle.
Boy, you swing like a Gordon Gate in the wind, don't you? She'll be showing a film called Strap-On Safety.
Them strap-ons can be dangerous, Daddy.
When are you gonna stop being such a dildo, Denver? And finally, this ain't free, but it sure is cheap. Ella down to the Frosty Freeze says that they ain't been able to sell all the chicken fried steak, so it's still on special till they run out.
You mean like the way that Mama ran out on you, Daddy?
Oh, just stick a knife in my heart, Denver. You'll kill me a lot quicker. This has been Mona Community Notes, and you join us next time for more.
I'm laughing out of embarrassment.
Why? That was amazing.
Jeez. I have no memory of that. Zero memory. But somebody said, this is the one where Denver says, I want to grow up to be a rodeo queen. Somebody remembers that from 23 years ago.
Nick loved the line, Siskel Ebert Means.
Stick a knife in my heart.
And Travis points out that Don has mellowed over the years.
A little bit.
He used to have quite a temper.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know Don had been the mayor for so long. I thought
Well,
Don
he's always-
Criddle was a character that has been running the show
one of the
since
first-
I've been working here.
.986.
Like Jalen and Sandy did. He was a little busy yesterday and it's not aware of what's going to be on TV this week. So
In Sandy.
hoping we will address that here.
Right. Is this,
I hope there are shows in Sandy.
Yeah.
Is this sponsored?
What's better than a drag show on Valentine's Day? The Drag Collective presents Stupid Cupid featuring Lady Bunny this Friday, Valentine's Day at the Stateroom. Get tickets at thestateroompresents.com.
Thank you.
Well, he's here in the studio now. It's William P. Frost. Bill
Yes.
Frost. He's here to talk about what's on TV. Mr. Frost is a writer. You can find his scratchings in City Weekly and various alternative papers around the country. Alternative papers?
Yes.
That'd be
Yes.
Not real papers, but alternative
yeah.
papers? Okay.
and also he's a podcaster. The podcast is TV Tan, and he's also a musician. And you can find all kinds of things Bill Frost related at
billfrost.tv.
Good.
All right. I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Hey, you're better off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was
You know, it was on TV.
boring.
I know. It was on. But, I was finishing up. I was finally finishing up the Saturday Night Live documentary.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, because that's long. Yeah.
And the whole episode dedicated to the cowbell.
Yeah.
I can see why they did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot there. A lot to unpack.
Tomorrow on you can probably heard a lot about this movie on VOD to rent or buy. Better Man, the Robbie Williams biopic.
Oh, where he's a monkey.
He's a monkey. Yeah. I heard a lot of good things about it.
Well, Rebecca loved it.
I'm curious.
I think Sean Means liked it okay too.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I'm curious to see it. On Wednesday, we have another Simpsons special exclusive to Disney Plus. It's the Simpsons, The Past and the Furious. Lisa travels back in time to 1923 to discover that the Springfield Mini Moose, a big part of the town's ecosystem, says here, I don't remember this at all, but it's driven to extinction. So she teams up with a young Monty Burns to save the Mini Moose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't imagine that going well.
Yeah, that's pretty high concept here. On Thursday, Gina, you might be interested in this.
What's that?
Movie, Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy on Peacock.
It's
that's
Renee
not
Zellweger again.
Again, yeah.
That's not a film,
just like the
screen thing. It's a.
It's a movie. It's a movie on Peacock. Yeah.
But I thought it was going to like the movie theater. I didn't realize it was.
Apparently not.
Oh,
This is
all
like
right.
the fourth one or something.
Third, fourth,
Third.
yeah.
It's the third.
And Hugh Grant's in here, and now she's a mom, but now she's a widowed single mom because Colin Firth is dead.
I read
He
the
is.
book.
Spoiler.
I read the book. I'm wondering if they kill him the same way. Because in the book, it's
Is it guillotine?
Really? All right.
What is it?
It's a slip and fall accident in the tub.
No, in the book, he's like a humanitarian aid worker, and he gets blowed up by a roadside bomb.
Oh,
That's what it is in the book. I don't know what
okay.
it is.
See what being a humanitarian gets you?
That's what I thought.
And you
when I
see,
read
and you
it.
see what reading gets you.
That's on Thursday on Peacock. Also on Thursday, Sly Lives, about Sly and the Family Stone, a documentary from Questlove.
I'll watch that. Where,
The follow-up to his Summer of Soul documentary from
Where-
a few years
where's-
ago.
where's-
It's on Hulu.
Hulu. Okay.
It'll also
I'll
be
watch
on
that.
Disney Plus for a minute.
Yes.
Yeah, it made its premiere at Sundance this year. And also, the final 5 episodes of Cobra Kai drop on Thursday on the Netflix.
Yeah.
It's done.
We
They're
can
not
finally
doing
see
any-
how it ends up.
Okay.
Because they're now transitioning to movies, the Karate Kid movie.
Because these were very
because these
popular.
They did
Yeah.
well enough.
I
You know.
On Friday on Apple TV Plus, sort of a supernatural sci-fi movie called The Gorge, starring Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. They are guards at a highly classified gorge. They're on guard towers, and there's a very an evil contained within the gorge.
Oh,
and it gets out.
And where's that?
That is
So
on
they-
Apple TV Plus.
So
no, he
Miles-
wants to know
so-
where the evil is. That's what he wants.
So Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy are not really very good guards because
They're good looking.
But that doesn't matter. I mean, the evil gets out. So.
Don't hire good looking guards. That's it. This is from the guy who did The Black Phone and Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Scott Derrickson.
Derrickson.
So
Yeah.
good, like tense stuff.
Yeah. And a movie I saw, I didn't really know much about her. I saw Cassie David last week, the daughter of Larry David, on Seth Meyers last week.
Yeah.
Delightful person.
She does stand up?
She's
Acting.
she actor, and now she's written and directed a movie called "I Love You Forever." It's available to rent or buy on Friday. It's a young rom-com, is what it is.
Okay.
And
It's called what again?
it is called "I Love You Forever,"
I Love You Forever.
and also a movie available on Friday, "Inheritance" with Reese Ifans. A young woman learns that her father was once a spy, and now she's caught up in international conspiracy.
Thanks,
Is
Dad.
it the old man again?
It sounds a little like it,
Yeah.
But Reese Ifans, I just like saying that name.
Mm-hmm.
Also on Paramount Plus with Showtime, not regular cable Showtime, but the streaming version, Yellow Jackets season 3.
Yay!
Finally. New guest stars this season include Hilary Swank and Joel McHale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, are they still lost in the wilderness?
Oh yeah.
Well, they go back and forth.
It's the time jump.
They're still out there.
So maybe it's been so long since I've seen it.
Yes.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
So I mean, they jump in, but they're showing
flashbacks.
Yeah, there are flashbacks to when they're
Yeah.
lost
Yeah.
in the world. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not time travel. It's
No.
And it's just a whole lot of Saturday Night Live happening this month.
Yeah, I saw they're going to broadcast the first episode
On
of
Saturday,
Night Live.
yeah, the George Carlin.
The one with George
Prepare to be
Carlin.
underwhelmed.
Yeah. Yes.
And
yes.
it'll be this Saturday.
This coming Saturday, yes.
At the regular time.
Yes.
Of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. And but on Friday, we're dropping on Peacock the Homecoming Concert. It's a Radio City Music Hall, musical guests who appeared over the last several years, however many years. Unfortunately, hosted by Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
But still, we've got people like Lady Gaga, Devo, David Byrne, Jack White, the Roots, B-52s, our own Post Malone will be there.
And this is live performance.
Yes.
This isn't from Saturday Night Live. This is a stage show,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That'll be interesting.
And on Saturday, they'll have some things to talk about. Have I Got News for You is back.
Have I
on
Got
CNN
News?
and
Oh,
Roy
yeah.
Wood Jr.,
Yeah.
Amber Ruffin.
It's trying really hard.
Yeah.
But,
I like Roy Wood Jr.
and he's good, but
Yeah.
it's the format of the show. I
yeah.
think they should just directly rip off the Daily Show and just do it. Instead, they have this kind of a panel thing going.
Yeah.
So they're ripping off Bill Maher.
Kind of. It's like
Kind of, yeah.
It's like they melded those two shows together.
On Sunday, here's more Saturday Night Live, the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary special in prime time.
Okay. And what's
I don't know what we're going to cover that we haven't covered.
Yeah, is
In
it,
all
is
those
it just
documentaries,
clips? Is
yeah.
it just clips from all those? put
Probably, yeah.
together?
That would be my guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And also on Sunday, the season 3 premiere of The White Lotus.
Oh,
On
yeah.
HBO and Max. This time we're in Thailand, and we have one returning cast member from the previous season, Natasha Rothwell. And here is the cast for this new season: Walton Goggins,
Yay.
Parker Posey,
Yay.
Jason Isaacs, Michelle Monaghan, Carrie Coon, Scott Glenn, Sam Nivola, Leslie Bibb, Patrick Schwarzenegger, and somebody from Blackpink.
All good except for Patrick Schwarzenegger.
and who? So the one that's coming back, she's one of the girls who worked at the
I think so, yeah.
kind of the prostitute sort of. that worked
I
at
think
the
so, yeah. It's also been a minute for this show, so these long breaks between seasons anymore. And also last week tonight with John Oliver,
Back.
season 12.
It has been gone for a while, hasn't it?
And he'll also have a lot to talk about.
I'm sure he will. That's where I get my news.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a while since we've had him.
All right.
And that's all the
Do
new
you-
stuff happening this week.
Do you know anything? A texter wants to know.
Okay.
Good cop, bad cop on CW? Clancy Brown?
Yeah, I've seen some promos for it. I don't know much about it, but I'm gonna look. There's the CW is putting out some. They're taking stuff from like Britain and all over the world. They're doing the
Yeah.
Netflix kind of thing.
Yeah.
And some of it's pretty good. There's this one, Wild Cards. It's kind of a buddy cop, criminal and a cop working together to solve crimes. Very, very entertaining.
I know they've been stealing a lot of shows from Canada as well.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Bill Frost. Find all Bill Frost stuff at billfrost.tv.
Yep.
Read his stuff in the City Weekly, too, cityweekly.net.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you very much.
The 3 right lanes are now open southbound I-15 in Orem, but traffic is still at a crawl from Linden. This is due to a multi-car accident that was affecting 5 lanes of traffic through there. We have a smack up in the back of I-15 southbound at Center Street exit in Orem on the right shoulder. That's adding to the delays from that crash I was just telling you about at University Parkway. Let's see. We had that accident northbound I-15 90 south in Sandy. It just is basically, you know, all that point in the mountain area, northbound I-15 going all the way up through Sandy. Lots of slow down traffic through there. And whatever you're seeing on the roads, you can text us and let us know. 33986 is where you do that. Haster Games for board games, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, miniatures, dice, paints, and more. Haster Games, 6831 South State or hastergames.com.
Beat Gina coming up after these messages and a song. It's multiple choice pop culture trivia. All you got to do is play the game to win. What is the prize?
Tickets to see Hozier coming to Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater Friday, August 1st. This is one of those shows I remember Trent saying that will sell out.
Yes.
So these are hot tickets.
Yes, Hozier tickets. 877-602-9696 is the number to call to play Beat Gina after these messages and a song. Stand by for that. Zero Res.
Bill, I know you spilled guac yesterday.
Yes,
I know you did.
Guac everywhere.
Guac, salsa, all of the
everywhere.
Super Bowl foods are staining.
Mm-hmm.
And your upholstery, your carpets, even your air ducts, if you had a lot of people over.
I dumped a half a bowl of guac in the air ducts.
Call Zero Res. It is time to have them come out.
It was wild.
It was a wild party. Their patented technology will get your carpets, your upholstery insanely clean without the use of detergents or harsh chemicals. Helps them stay cleaner for longer while being safe for kids, pets, and, even yourself. And if for any reason you're unsatisfied, I don't know why you would be, but they might have missed a spot or you want them to go over something again. They are happy to do it for free within 30 days of your appointment. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for only $109. Plus, if you mention X96, you get a hallway cleaned for free. Let Zero Res help you fall in love with your home all over again. Call 866-0RES or go to ZeroRes.com to schedule your appointment today. Need some geek?
Our guest contestant yesterday, Nick, won the game in a big way.
Yes.
Let's see how Todd can match up as we play another round of Beat Gina. I'm announcer Johnny Ola. For only $1, you can open a bowl full of happiness when you order your very own Sea Monkeys.
Oh.
Just add water, that's all. And in 1 second, your amazing Sea Monkeys actually come to life. Yes, the hatch instantly right before your eyes. Now, simply grow and enjoy the most adorable pets ever to bring smiles, laughter, and fun into your home. These Sea Monkeys are so eager to please. They can even be trained. Always clowning around, these frolicsome pets swim, stunt, and play games with each other. They're so full of tricks, you'll never tire of watching them. They only require a minimum of care, although they do love attention. We'll even show you how to teach them to obey your commands like a pack of friendly trained seals. What a way to surprise your guests. You'll receive a 1-year supply of growth food, living plasma, water purifier, a magnificent fully illustrated manual of Sea Monkey care, and our famous growth guarantee in writing. Just send $1 plus 30 cents for shipping to Unicorn House, 200 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York, 1010. Instant Pets, Sea Monkeys. Watch them grow. And
Right,
now, I beg your pardon.
It's just brine shrimp.
And now, just like the Sea Monkeys, he's adorable and here to bring smiles and laughter into your home, our host, Harry Jackson.
Here's the difference between me and a sea monkey. I can be trained to do things. I had the sea monkeys, and you couldn't. Never mind. Yeah.
Mine beg.
The randomizer has chosen a contestant. Oh, it looks like it won't be Hannah. Okay. The randomizer has chosen Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Are you there? Okay, Jennifer. We're gonna toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you an advantage in the game. Heads or tails?
Tails.
All right. Coin toss app says Heads, as you can see. Todd Newcomb goes first. I'm sorry, Hannah. You're already at a disadvantage for those Collective Soul tickets.
It's Jennifer.
Or Jennifer, sorry.
Jennifer, you're going down.
But if Todd beats you, what are you prepared to do in his name?
Well, I have Lumineers tickets, but I really don't want to give them up. So I'm hoping I win.
Oh, okay. So if you lose,
But I do love Collective Soul, though. Like I love Collective Soul a little bit more. So.
Than the Lumineers. Okay. All right. Well, let's see how you do. The first question is for Todd. It's multiple choice trivia.
All right.
If you get it correctly, you get the point, Todd. If not, I will allow Jennifer to answer the question correctly and steal your point away. And we'll go back and forth till one of you has 3 points. The first category question is Shrek trivia.
Oh, God.
Shrek trivia, Todd.
I'm not going to know anything.
What is the carriage that takes away Shrek and Fiona shaped like? Is it 1, a breast pump, 2, an onion, 3, a carbuncle, or 4, a pumpkin?
I don't know. Pumpkin?
All right. No, I'm sorry, Todd.
Okay.
It's too bad, Jennifer.
Incorrect.
Jennifer, you get a chance to steal.
It's an
Jennifer, we lost you.
It's an onion.
Onion is correct.
1 point for Jennifer, and Jennifer controls the question.
All right. Jennifer, Silence of the Lambs trivia.
Oh, gosh. I haven't seen that since high school. We're going back 20-plus years now.
All right.
Whew.
Despite popular knowledge, Hannibal Lecter never said, "Hello, Clarice." He never said that. What was the actual line? Was it 1, Starling, high five? Was it 2, what up, Clarice, my number 1 girlie? Was it 3, beam me up, Clarice? Or 4, good evening, Clarice?
I'm going to go with number 4.
Good evening.
It's 2-0. Todd, here's your chance to get back into the game.
All right,
I would have known that one.
Todd, Steve Irwin trivia.
Okay.
Although Steve Irwin seemed afraid of nothing, he was the crocodile hunter after all. What did he claim was the scariest moment of his life? Was it 1, meeting his in-laws for the first time? Was it 2, meeting Donald Trump Jr.? Was it 3, when he sat down to watch the movie The Room? Or 4, getting married?
Meeting his in-laws.
Jennifer, here's your chance to just sweep the game.
I'm going to go with number 4.
Getting married.
Jennifer, nicely done. You skunked Mr. Newcomb.
Oh, my goodness.
You win the game. You win the tickets. All is
Yay!
well.
I'm excited.
Collective Soul, the 29th of September at the Union. Jennifer, you'll be there. I apparently won't be because I lost.
You lost.
All right, hang on the line, Jennifer. Listen. I just had a call from the head sea monkey at my house, and I have to go feed them.
Oh, okay. They are trained well.
you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, it's I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you do.
I guess I've heard it, but
You have.
but it was not certainly foremost in my mind.
No.
But I really liked it.
That's the whole point of if you know, you know. All right. Let's see. Oh, let's begin. Is this sponsored, Gina?
X96 welcomes Hosier, the Unreal Unearthed Tour, coming to Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater Friday, August 1st. Tickets are on sale now. You can go to x96.com for ticket links and information.
It's time for Big Gina. I'm your announcer, Johnny Ola, and we'll get to our game in just a moment. But first, this word from the Soda Pop Board of America.
Really?
For a better start in life, start drinking soda pop earlier.
Yes.
But how soon is too soon? Not soon enough.
Exactly.
Laboratory tests over the last few years have proven that babies who start drinking soda during their early formative period have a much higher chance of gaining acceptance and fitting in during those awkward and preteen and teen years.
Gaining weight and losing teeth.
So do yourself a favor. Do your child a favor. Soda promotes an active lifestyle. It boosts personality and gives the body essential sugars.
It sure does.
Start them on a strict regimen of sodas and other sugary carbonated beverages right now for a lifetime of guaranteed happiness. This has been a public service announcement from the Soda Pop Board of America, Chicago, Illinois.
Wow.
And now, here's a man who loves his pop and his soda pop.
Exactly.
Your host, Kerry Jackson.
Tested in a lab.
Laboratory tests indicate it'll help your child fit in those formative preteen and teen years.
Yeah, put Coke in your kid's bottle. That's a great idea.
You want your child to be a loser?
Exactly,
man.
Gina. Aren't you concerned?
Your child's going to be a loser.
They're going to
if you
make fun of my kid with all their teeth. And
don't give them some soda pop.
Look at you with all your teeth. The randomizer has picked a contestant, Gina. You'll be going against Guy today.
Hello, Guy.
Guy, are you there?
I'm here.
All right.
Is it Guy or Guy?
It's Guy. Let's see now. Guy, we're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you an advantage in the game. If you call it correctly, you tell me heads or tails.
Heads.
Heads? All right, let's see what happens. Oh, it is heads, Gina Barberi, which means that Guy goes first.
And you're one step closer to winning these Hosier tickets.
He has the advantage in the game. Guy, this first question is for you exclusively to answer. Multiple choice pop culture trivia. If you get it correct, you get the point. If not, I'll allow Gina to answer the question correctly because, she's been paying attention, and she's going to steal the point away.
I'll do it.
We'll go back and forth till one of you gets 3 points. We've got potpourri today, which means that's a nice way of saying leftover questions.
Okay.
You know, some that weren't used from other categories. So, Guy, first question for you. We're going to do a couple of Rip Torn trivia questions. Guy, what music video did Rip Torn make an appearance in? Is it 1, Can't Keep Johnny Down by They Might Be Giants? Is it 2, Fatboy Slim's Weapon of Choice featuring Bootsy Collins? Is it 3, Bones, Bones, Bones by Wicked Scepter? Or 4, Show Me Your Weenus by Wicked Scepter?
Well, I'm going to go with A.
That is correct. They Might Be Giants.
All right, that's a point for you, Guy.
All right.
Now we go to Gina.
Gina?
Yeah.
What was Rip Torn's breakout role?
Okay.
This is the one that put him
on the map.
On the map. Is it 1, Thomas in Sweet Bird of Youth? Is it 2, Judas in the biblical epic King of Kings? Is it 3, Bud Kruger in Airplane 2, the sequel? Or 4, Happy Sam in T-Bone and Weasel? These are all Rip Torn roles.
Are they
by the way.
really?
Yes.
Judas is a pretty big gig. I'm going Judas.
Always go Judas.
Yes. It's 1-1. I thought it was Sweet Bird of Youth, actually. He was wonderful in that.
Tricked you, yes.
1-1. Guy, it's your turn.
Guy, let's go to Christopher Plummer trivia. We got a couple of Christopher Plummer leftover questions. What role did Christopher Plummer say he regretted not taking? A role that was offered that he regretted that he didn't take it. Is it 1, Gandalf in Lord of the Rings? Is it 2, Magneto in the X-Men movies? Is it 3, Babe in Babe? Or was it 4, King Jaffe Joffer in Coming to America?
B, I think.
Magneto? I threw that in there because it was also Ian McKellen.
No,
Oh,
Gina?
so then it's Gandalf.
Oh, I speak.
Oh,
I say
well,
too much.
wait a minute.
I say too much.
That was.
I would have guessed that. Anyway.
You would have anyway.
All right, it's
Collusion.
See, I'm getting accused.
Everything will be okay, guys. Just hang tight.
All right. Where are we?
It all works
2-1. Gina can. It's 2-1. Gina in favor. Gina. Just ask Gina the question.
Just ask Gina the question. All right. Here we go. Say Jim Carrey trivia.
Okay.
What has he said is his least favorite movie?
Okay.
That he's been in, or just.
You'll have to wait and see.
All right.
What is his least favorite movie?
Okay.
Is it 1, The Mask?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 2, The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes? Is it 3, Earthworms Alfredo? Or 4, Pumpkin Dip?
It must be The Mask.
It is not.
Oh!
The Mask.
Guy, your chance to tie it up.
Ooh, what were the options again?
Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, Earthworms Alfredo, or Pumpkin Dip?
It's got to be tennis shoes, right? B?
It is.
Yes.
For some reason, he
Yes.
hates the Computer Wore Tennis Shoes.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
He's not even in it.
No.
No. He was a baby when the movie was out.
Yeah.
That's why my comment was a little bit
Yes.
out of bounds there. All right, it's 2-2. And Guy, you control the question. You could win on this one.
Guy, Jim Carrey was considered for a role of who in the movie Cry Baby from 1990? He was considered for a role, didn't get it. Was it 1, Cry Baby? Is it 2, Mona Hatchetface Malinowski? Is it 3, Belvedere Ricketts? Or 4, Poochie?
It's Belvedere, I believe. C.
You think it's Belvedere? No, that is a character in the movie, but no.
Now, it must be
would've been better
Crybaby,
than
but
Bob.
I thought that was created for Johnny Depp. But
Apparently
no.
not.
Okay.
No?
All right.
Well, there you go. Gina
All right.
wins the game.
Yes, collusion.
Although, yeah, I'm feeling bad about. Oh, Guy, you off.
Yeah.
That was not fair at
Not
all.
fair. Sorry, Guy.
Because of that, not for any other reason, but because of that, we're going to give you these Hosier tickets anyway.
Not
Wow.
for any
And
other
no
reason.
other reason.
Well,
I
that's.
appreciate that.
No
All
problem.
right, hang on the line, and we'll tell you how to get those tickets.
Listen, I've got to get home, crack open a bottle of soda pop. I'm just not fitting in.
Exactly. All right, Big Boy News now brought to you by.
Blast off into the future of space exploration at Clark Planetarium starting Friday, February 14th in the Hanson Dome Theater space. The new frontier takes you on an unforgettable journey through the second golden age of discovery only at Clark Planetarium.
Tragedy. He was one of a kind, an original. He will be missed. Tony Roberts.
Yes.
He had an acclaimed Broadway career in musicals and comedies, but moviegoers knew him mostly as the self-assured, easygoing friend of Woody Allen's in many Woody Allen movies.
Quite a few of them. He played the same kind of character.
Tony Roberts, he died in New York. He was an affable actor, best known as the hero of Woody Allen in movies like Annie Hall. But he had distinguished himself on the New York stage. He had 2 Tony Award nominations with what one critic called his careful nonchalance. He died at his home in Manhattan. He was 85 years old. His daughter and only immediate survivor, Nicole Burley, said the cause was complications of lung cancer. He was in Annie Hall. He was in, there's just the list goes on and on.
You can't list them all.
You'd know him if you saw him. A Midsummer Night Sex Comedy, Marriage. He was Stardust Memories, Hannah and Her Sisters, all of those. Let's see. This is, while President Trump's threat of mass deportations remains uncertain, this much is sure: the country's on edge. So much so that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has expressed concern about the, quote, complex challenges and hardships now faced by members who are undocumented immigrants living in the U.S., and outlined guidelines by local lay leaders to follow. Questions abound. The global faith stresses obedience to the law, but how does that jibe with its desire to show compassion for all of God's children and keep families together? And how far should a church with a rich immigrant history of its own go in supporting or resisting or a sweeping crackdown. Some slightly edited excerpts from the Salt Lake Tribune's Mormon Land podcast with Sam Brunson, a Latter-day Saint law professor who has written recently about the topic, and Ericala Herrera Arena, a Latter-day Saint immigrant from the Dominican Republic who lives near Atlanta and is now a U.S. citizen. But basically, the law professor has urged the church to condemn xenophobia and racism toward immigrants, and he says it would be difficult to turn in your neighbor, and would probably not be the way to go. He's urging compassion. He's urging. He said that the church needs to be to make sure that they don't rat out their neighbors. Don't rat your neighbor out.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't do it. I mean, it's not your job to do it. It's not your place to do it. For one thing.
Exactly. But
it's not. It's also there would be no compassion. You can't do it. So I appreciate those comments from a lawyer for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
A lawyer, not one of the higher-ups.
Well, in a way, he's.
Well, here's hoping that the
expressing the.
Here's hoping that the brethren and sistren pay attention.
The Utah Fits All School Voucher Program was launched 2 years ago with $42.5 million. Last year, it nearly doubled to $82 million. And now Senate Majority Leader Kirk Cullimore wants to add another $80 million to it, pushing the total funding for the program to $162 million, enough to give vouchers to 20,000 Utah students. By God, we're going to gut public education no matter what. How much money it takes.
That's the goal.
We've had 1 year of implementation so far, and while there are concerns about some of the program management, by and large, it's been very successful, Cullimore said. We funded 10,000 kids last year, and there's 27,000 kids applied last year. So I think we're taking a measured approach. We didn't just open it up to everybody and then cross our fingers and hope that it doesn't blow up public education. We hope that it doesn't.
We hope.
Yeah. But it probably.
It will.
You can't take money away from something and have it not affected.
Well, we want to keep them stupid, you know.
Search and rescue crews from Utah and Idaho searched Franklin Basin overnight after a 14-year-old kid snowmobiling went missing Saturday. In a press release sent out Sunday morning, the Cache County Sheriff's Office said that the 14-year-old boy was with a snowmobiling group. He went missing in an area approximately 2.5 miles southwest of Gibson Basin due to the area being along the Utah-Idaho border. Search and rescue teams with both the Cache County Sheriff's Office and Franklin County Sheriff's Office were deployed to the search. Crews searched for hours, both on vehicles and on foot, looking for his yellow snowmobile. 14-year-old kid. Drones had been deployed. Around 2 a.m., rescuers deployed to the area. They found him alive. He survived overnight, temperatures dropping to as low as 15 degrees.
Wow. He handled it well. Mm-hmm. He found some shelter and stayed put and listened for help and came out, and he's going to be okay, I think.
In the broad sweep of history, the Beehive House on South Temple might be Salt Lake City's most important home. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is nearing completion on several years of meticulous restoration work on the 170-year-old landmark, along with the neighboring Lion House and other buildings on the southeast corner of Temple Square, where pioneer and prophet Brigham Young and his family once lived. So careful is this restoration, more than a decade in the making, that church officials and members of the city's Historic Landmark Commission spent a full 90 minutes on Thursday thrashing out what to do with a set of doors before the panel nixed the church's approach. The members voted 5-2 to reject a church proposal to remove the Beehive House's eastern doors, saying instead the 134-year-old oak entryway facing State Street needed to remain. But before it was all done, a church historian let slip that a popular restaurant located in the Lion House, called the Lion House Pantry, renowned among generations of Latter-day Saints for its
rolls,
fluffy rolls.
Yes.
Maybe no more.
Like not have the restaurant at all?
Yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned it. Sorry. The church's
that's kind of surprising.
Historic curator Emily Utt
That
told
was
commissioners.
That was part of the draw
Yeah.
for that.
I know.
You can get a roll kind of like that at Harmon's. I think they're
they've-
called beehive rolls.
Yeah,
or
they've
something
tried to
like
copy
that.
them and
It's
and
close
as much as they can,
but it's not quite.
Yeah, they said, well, poor Emily Utt. I shouldn't have let that slip. I don't know. Let's see, one more quick story here. Taylor Swift was booed at the Super Bowl by Eagles fans, and she's a Philadelphia Eagles fan by birth.
Yeah.
Apparently, when she came out of the womb, it said Eagles on her forehead. I guess her family has always been lifelong Eagles supporters.
She shouldn't be dating someone from another team.
That's what I think. Isn't that miscegenation?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. That's
If you really love Philadelphia,
think.
you will say no to dating your boyfriend. All right. Sports weather traffic.
Well, other than the Super Bowl, there were a few other things.
There was sports?
happening. Yeah,
What?
Utah Hockey Club earned its first ever shootout win yesterday against the Washington Capitals 5-4 at Capital One Arena. So good on you, Utah Hockey Club. Let's see, they don't play again. Wow, till Saturday. There's probably some hockey thing going on this week that I'm not aware of. Is it like their All-Star game or something?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No
Help me
idea.
out, Utah hockey fans.
Is it their big outdoor? The hockey does an outdoor game every year.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Utah Jazz will be tanking at the Lakers tonight, or they should be. Let's keep the tank going. 8:30 p.m. is when that game starts.
Something called Four Nations, the chat room is saying.
Okay, that sounds like a similar to a soccer kind of thing.
I don't know.
Okay.
All they're saying is Four Nations. They're not saying what it is.
Okay.
So
Sounds like maybe like Canada, U.S.
Yeah.
You play for your country team or something.
Four Nations face-off features international tournament play between hockey players from Canada, Finland, Sweden, and the U.S.
Okay. There, see, I'm learning.
And Lionhouse rolls, you can buy the dough at Deseret Book.
Really?
The dough?
That's what
At
they're saying here.
Deseret Book?
I'm only as good as the info I'm given. I haven't been in a Deseret Book
Ever?
in ages.
Did you go with your mom? Is that the last
The
time?
last time was with Bill,
The
actually.
last time, when I asked for a Stephen King book.
That's right.
And they said, we don't carry Stephen King.
This is a bookstore.
And I said, well, isn't this a bookstore?
It was the last time we went to Deseret
That
Book.
was a long time.
And I mean, I really thought I could get it there.
Yeah.
It was this. Which one did he serialize? The Mile, the Green Mile?
Was it the Tower? I don't
It
know.
was something about a mile.
I don't know.
Anyway.
It's 21 right now. Going to have a high of 37 today. Couple chances for some snow tomorrow, about a 20%. Better chance looks like Thursday into Friday. Actually, pretty good chance of getting some snow Thursday into Friday. Traffic, my heavens. Let's see. That area, University Parkway crash southbound I-15, 2 lanes still blocked there. And then there's an additional accident, I-15 southbound Center Street exit Norham, that's adding to the delays already in place there. Let's see, what are you seeing on the roads, folks? You can text us and let us know, 33986.
All right, we're going to take a break. We got some geek news for you after this. And just after 9 o'clock, it's the Boner Recap game. You could play, you could win. Stand by for all of that.
The buzz of our audience as they wait for the fast-paced action of today's game of Beat Gina. But first, boy, oh boy, have I got a treat for you.
Okay.
I'm Beat Gina announcer Johnny Ola with new Wiener Wrap.
Ooh.
That's right, Wiener Wrap wraparound buns.
Love these.
Wiener Wrap is fresh dough that you wrap around your wiener and then bake.
Yes.
It makes itself while your wiener cooks inside. There's cheese, onion, Mexican, and plain. Try all 4. Before, you just had wieners.
That's right.
Now, you have a meal. Pillsbury Wiener Wrap in your grocer's dairy case.
Yes.
And now, let's all say, hot dog, here he is, our host, Kerry Jackson.
Loved wiener wraps.
Who doesn't like a wiener wrap?
They were just the biscuit.
You can just take take a crescent roll
Yeah.
and put it around a hot dog?
It's the same kind of thing. But that had flavor.
I'm not sure that they still have the actual
They
wiener,
don't.
wiener wraps with flavorings.
No, they don't. Not anymore.
Love
All right, the randomizer has picked a contestant. Looks like Sandy is who you'll be playing against. Sandy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Sandy, we're going to toss a coin to see if you're going to go first. Call it, heads or tails.
Head.
All right, let's see. It is heads, Gina Barbera.
Ah, you're one step closer to winning these tickets to see Bleachers
All right.
on Saturday at the Great Salt Air.
And if we can dig it up, we'll throw in a case of wiener wraps.
Yes. Sandy, you're going to go first. This first question is for you to answer exclusively. If you get it right, you get the point. If not, I'll allow Gina to answer that question and steal your point away if she gets it correct. We'll go back and forth till one of you gets 3 points. Now, if Gina manages to beat you, what are you prepared to do in her name, Sandy?
I'm going to give a contribution to the road home.
All right. Thank you very much. We got, because Fury Road was released in 2015 this week, Mad Max Fury Road leftover questions because Gina just wiped the floor up with our contestant yesterday, so I had leftover questions. Here we go, Sandy. This is for you. Director George Miller worked as what to raise funds to make this movie? He took an extra job.
A side gig?
A side gig.
Okay.
To raise money to make this movie. Are you all right there, Sandy?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. I was just worried about you. All right. I'm going to turn you off until your answer. Was it 1, a doctor? Was it 2, a doTERRA salesman? Was it 3, a movie extra? Or 4, nighttime clerk at the Quick Stop in Leonardo, New Jersey?
Number 3.
A movie extra?
That doesn't pay very well.
No, not at all. No.
He really was a clerk at a convenience store? No?
No, that's Clerks, the Kevin Smith movie.
Why,
That's
what am I missing
He's
here?
a doctor.
Huh?
George Miller is, in fact,
He is a doctor.
a
Really?
physician. Yes.
He is.
I did not know that.
Well, there he goes.
It's
Okay.
0-0. It's Gina's question.
How did Warboy Nux refer to Max?
Okay.
Kept calling him this name.
Okay.
Was it 1, Harrison? Was it 2, Bloodbag? Was it 3, Dapper? Or was it 4, Fresh Meat?
I don't know. Blood bag.
Bloodbag is correct.
Well, there's a point for Gina. Now we go to Sandy to see if she can tie the game.
Sandy, what were the war boys who fought on poles called? You remember they were up on top of those
They go
poles and they'd
boing,
swing
boing,
down?
boing.
And all that? What were they called? Was it 1, the aristocrats? Was it 2, strippers? 3, stupids? Or 4, polecats?
How about stupid?
Well, that's what I would call it. That's not
Polecats?
polecats.
Yeah,
Is
that's
correct. Yeah.
That's correct. It's now 2 points for Gina, no points for Sandy, and Gina controls the question. You could be kicking horse turds down the road in a minute, Sandy.
All right.
No.
Which one of her body parts was Furiosa missing and replaced by mechanical? Was it 1, her appendix? 2, her middle finger? 3, right arm? Or 4, left arm?
Oh, come on. I don't know. Left arm.
Left
That
arm!
was a
And there you go, 3-0. Sandy, I'm so sorry. It's just terrible. You just it's 2 days in a row. Gina's just wiped the floor with the contestant.
Amazing.
Oh, but Sandy seemed like such a nice person. You are a nice person, right, Sandy?
Well,
Okay.
what are you going to give her the prize?
I am going to give you the Bleachers tickets. They're at the Great Salt Air this Saturday. Tickets are on sale for the rest of you folks who would like to purchase them and go see Bleachers.
Hang on the line, Sandy.
Listen, I've got to go home. Mrs. Ola has got got a wiener wrap for me.
Love wiener wraps.
The perfect gift for Valentine's Day from tin signs, lunchboxes, books, retro candy, playing cards, and more, located in the heart of Trolley Square. It's Cabin Fever, so much more than a card store.
Thank you, Dave. All right, now here's the thing. One of the reasons that I used to look forward to the Super Bowl was movie trailers.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. They've kind of backed off.
There weren't very many?
There weren't many. And here's the thing. They'll show you a 30-second one and say, we've just released our trailer online.
They want to send you somewhere else.
So why am I bothering with the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
My wife can tell you stories about me watching, the Avengers trailer on the Super Bowl over and over.
Yeah.
On our DVR.
Yeah. Now
So
you just watch it at your leisure.
Now what she does is she, grabs her iPhone and throws it up on the TV, and says, let's link to the TV and we'll watch it there. So that's what we did.
You don't even need to watch the game at all.
I may stop. I mean, I need to for the show. But, my main motivation is trailers. So there's a 30-second Thunderbolts trailer there for the new Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And it's kind of unsatisfying. And so then you go watch the whole trailer. Great. Absolutely terrific. And here's something that I also noticed. No Captain America trailer in the Super Bowl. And it opens this weekend.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought they said there was going to be one.
I wonder if they said, well, Harrison Ford's doing a Jeep commercial. That's kind of ours, because he's the president in the Captain America movie.
Or maybe it was in the pregame or something.
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
Let me see. I'll look.
Take a look and see. But I did go and watch the Thunderbolts trailer, and it's a lot of new footage, which was great.
And what's the Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts is the bad guy Avengers.
The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep the American people safe?
So, now the Thunderbolts, which was a comic book, it was a great comic book.
Help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be? I love that guy.
Now, these are returning characters from other Marvel movies. Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, who is Black Widow's sister. Yeah. We've also got Sebastian Stan as Bucky, the Winter Soldier. David Harbour as the Red Guardian, who's the Russian version of Captain America, and he's the father of Yelena.
So you can do something about it now, or live with it forever.
We also get Wyatt Russell as John Walker, U.S. agent, sort of the bad guy Captain America. As you remember when Cap died, he handed the shield to Sam and said, "You're Captain America." But then the government said, no, we want this other guy to be Captain America. And you remember the super soldier serum takes a good man and makes him really good. It takes what's in you and amplifies it.
So it makes a bad man.
And John
really
Walker had a
bad.
temper. So he, lost it and killed a guy with his shield, So then they took the shield away from him. He became U.S. agent.
Makings of team.
Olga Kurylenko as Taskmaster, who is in Black Widow as well. Taskmaster is a character who can, watching your fighting style or whatever it is you do, can immediately mimic it.
Oh, that's a cool thing.
And so that's very cool. Also, Ghost is in it. Hannah John Kamen as Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp. And Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Yay!
Who's heading up the whole team.
Alexi, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
Anyway.
So what are the bad Avengers, the Thunderbolt? What do they do? Do they go around doing bad stuff?
Well, no,
They're there to help.
The whole idea that Julia Louis-Dreyfus has is, we need a team like the Avengers, but we know that there's no such thing as good guys, really. And so she's willing to take from wherever she can get to get a team together.
Okay.
And they're going up against a character that is, in Marvel Comics, god-tier dangerous named the Sentry. And as Yelena points out at the beginning, all we do is punch and kick and shoot.
They don't have special powers.
I mean, they've got some special powers, but we're just punchers.
She says they don't fly.
Yeah, we don't fly or anything. You're going up against a character like the Sentry that is god-tier level. Why would you send these people?
Well, that would be stupid.
That would be stupid.
So Captain America Brave New World did play.
It
you
did.
Must have just missed
I must have
I
missed
have a list of all of them here, so whatever you don't
Okay.
get to, I'll
Well,
mention.
we're out of time because I just was gassing on
Okay.
about the Thunderbolts. A couple of quick things. Sigourney Weaver is in the new Star Wars movie, Mandalorian and Grogu. They ask her, why are you doing this? And she said, I liked the show, and I fell in love with Baby Yoda.
Well,
and
who
I
didn't?
And I wanted to do it
Yeah.
because he's in it.
She needs no other reason.
I'd like to share the stage with
Yeah.
Baby Yoda.
Dennis Villeneuve is caving in and going to make Dune 3 because everybody wants it. He had some other stuff that he's putting on the back burner because he says, everywhere I go, it's people want another Dune movie, so I got to make another Dune
Well,
movie.
you left us hanging there.
And Harrison Ford is out promoting Captain America, which opens this weekend. And, of course, the nerd questions start coming. So he says, he's asked who would win. And well, first of all, they ask him, why are you in a Marvel movie? And how did you get into becoming a Hulk?
Mm-hmm.
And he said in his old man voice, the process is quite simple. I make faces. They make another face on top of the face that I'm making. I'm making faces. And, of course, then it came, who would win in a fight between Red Hulk and Green Hulk. And he said this is, his answer was Greedo. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
There you go. Traffic sheet, please.
Well, that second crash, I-15 southbound Pleasant Grove, blocking the HOV lane and left shoulder, along with the right shoulder, blocked from the first crash. So these are two crashes, I-15 southbound and Pleasant Grove. All traffic stopped for a few minutes to move the crashed vehicles from the left side to the Pleasant Grove exit ramp. We've had a few of these today. Multi-car accidents. I don't know if people are still drunk from last night, or it's just been kind of a mess. And that mess continues up toward that earlier multi-car accident that was at 90th South going I-15 northbound. It is still, I'm looking at Point of the Mountain, and I see you folks, they're all just stopped there still. If you're stuck in that or you're stuck somewhere else, you can share what you're experiencing with us via text at 33986. Brought to you by our friends at Larson HVAC and Plumbing. Save $500 on a new water softener from our trusted friends at Larson. Go to larsonhvac.com.
Thank you very much. All right, we will take a break. We will be back after these messages and a song with the Boner Recap Game. Easy to play, easy to win. All you got to do is tell us who won the Boner this morning. If you were listening, you know. If you weren't listening, you could guess, but why guess when you could cheat? Go to x96.com, look for the box that says Boners, February 10, 2025. Click on there. It'll have the winner for you. What is the prize?
The prize is I'm so sorry.
Something.
It is Incubus tickets.
Tickets to see Incubus. 877-602-9696. You'll get those concert tickets for playing our game. Stand by. Harmon's for Valentine's
Everything
Day.
you need for Valentine's Day is at Harmon's. Everything. So,
Here they had the chocolate-covered cinnamon bears that the Harmon's guy brought us.
Yeah.
I didn't know I liked those.
They're all gone at my house.
Yes.
Well, that you can get more at Harmon's, and Harmon's is a great place where maybe it's Valentine's Day and you have forgotten to get something. They will be well stocked on Valentine's Day with flowers, with the cinnamon bears, enough surf and turf to get your in-home dining experience.
If you need a last-minute thing,
Yeah.
stop by your neighborhood Harmon's store. Last-minute Valentine surprises. If you want to plan ahead, that's great. Harmon's does deliver right now. They're delivering flowers to homes, and so you can just go to harmonsgrocery.com. It'll tell you how to do that. It's right there available. And if you go to harmonsgrocery.com, it'll also show you where a Harmon's is near you.
Listen Up Radio from El Podcast.
I went to Target and they didn't have these.
Okay.
I need newborn thin cotton socks.
Newborn.
Yeah,
Is that a brand name?
For a newborn baby.
Well, you need to go to a baby store.
Well, they didn't have them
They
at
didn't have
Target?
newborn. No, they had,
Really?
0 to 3. They had, but not specifically newborn. I need the smallest thin cotton sock that you can get.
And Carrie will not order anything from Amazon.
And I won't.
Because what I would do is go to Amazon and say, thin newborn sock, and it would be on my porch this afternoon. But Carrie won't do that, so
No.
it's got to be.
I need to hold it. I need to see it.
Just look for a maternity store. There are places that sell maternity supplies.
Why do you need this? Now I'm curious.
I bet it's for a dog.
It is. Hudson's got an owie.
Yeah.
In between his paws, and he
Yeah.
keeps, and so we went to the vet, and we got him this spray for the owie, because it's on the verge of being infected.
Oh.
And so they said, well, he's going to lick that off, so you got to watch him. So I went and I got a baby sock, the smallest one they had, and it's still a little big, so we had to tape it on him, and he hates it.
Well, he's going to hate it no matter what.
He is going to hate it no matter what. But if we can make it smaller, and thinner, because this is a kind of a thick. It's almost a winter sock. It's kind of thick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, there are maternity.
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
I Googled newborn socks near me.
And it went to Amazon.
And it goes to Target.
I went to Target. They didn't have it. I mean, I guess I'll hit this Target on the way home and see. But I went to the Target out that way. I won't say which one. Boy, it's like a bomb went off in that place.
Carrie, do you want me to order it at Amazon and bring it to you so you don't have to feel
No.
No, because
Why does it like a bomb went off?
It's just like somebody went through the store and pulled things off the
it's because
shelves.
it's back to school.
Is that
Oh,
it?
is that-
Yes.
They just pulled things off the shelves and left them in the aisle.
It
You know,
is back to school.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That is what it is.
Oh, it needs to be breathable so it'll dry out.
Oh, it's got to be caught.
It's got to be caught.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try the Target again on the way home.
Aren't there maternity stores though?
Well, not a maternity store. Like Babinski's is still there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Foothill.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll
Try
try that.
that.
Yeah, there we go. Preemie clothes.
Yeah.
Not newborn. Preemie.
Oh,
I need preemie.
there you
that's
go.
the problem.
That's what we need is preemie. Thank you, Texter.
That's the problem.
Maybe somebody who's had a preemie and then now the child has grown
Mhm.
up. They still
They
have the
save the
preemie stuff.
tiny socks?
Yeah, they still have the tiny socks. Maybe they could just loan you some.
Sure.
It's for a dog, but and you'll give them
You
back.
won't. No, I don't think they'll want it back.
No, after a dog's been gnawing on it.
What? Because hopefully you will never need the preemie socks again.
I know. God,
Preemie
no.
socks.
So I think we need preemie. Yeah, look up preemie.
Preemie
socks near me.
Yeah. Salt and Honey on 9th and 9th has baby stuff.
Socks
Carter's,
near
Savers, or the DI.
Mm.
Really? For preemie socks? I guess.
They're still telling me Target,
They're still telling you Target.
but
Well, should I go to Babin? I go to Babinski's. It's local.
Well,
right?
look. They have a website. You can look it up.
I mean,
Save
Babinski's
yourself a
has
trip.
more like fashion-y kind of things rather than
It's for your fashionable preemies.
Yeah, rather than like, I mean, they have super cute clothes and stuff there, but it's not like your basics.
Go to Daiso. They have tiny socks for furniture. That will work perfectly.
What is Daiso?
I have no idea.
DAY?
This is Axel in Duval, Washington, so I don't.
Well,
I don't know. Smith's Marketplace has newborn stuff. I didn't even think to go to Smith's.
Try Carter's at Fashion Place.
Carter's at Fashion Place. It's a little further south than I wanted to venture.
Yeah, you can go to the Stab and Smiths right up here on.
I
Fifth.
I would try the other Target.
Try the other Target?
Yeah. Somebody says I'd be happy to loan Carrie my preemie socks.
No, you'd want to. You don't want them back. Trust me. You don't want them back.
Covered with dog slobber.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I thought it would be easy. But
Good
boy,
luck.
just a mess in that Target. I'll tell you, just a mess.
Well, it's and you're looking for a special. I mean, that's a pretty special item. Too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the vet didn't have something.
Well, they had the wrapping tape, but maybe a cotton glove and cut one of the thumbs or fingers off. Oh, okay, that's a good suggestion, Katie. I guess. All right, I'll go look. American Girl doll socks would work.
Yeah, Carrie, don't you have an American Girl doll?
Oh, let me see. No.
Carrie has different toys.
Yeah, and the guy in Axel, we don't have a day-so here in Utah.
But thank you for trying to help.
Thanks for trying. Thanks for playing our game. Find the preemie sock. Oh, boy.
Why don't you want to use the tape?
He doesn't like the tape.
He wants something soft.
Yeah.
I don't like this tape.
Something soft. Wouldn't you want something soft?
Yeah, but look what I got on my foot. Not soft at all. I got a big Kevlar boot.
All right.
Saquon in Salem says that must be an on this day.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
In Salem.
In Salem? Mm-hmm. It isn't on this day. On this day, 53 years ago, David Bowie made his debut as the character Ziggy Stardust. Not on the album, but it was as he's workshopping. And I had the vinyl, so I thought, why not? Okay. Yes, it is time for the Boner Recap.
We have someone who'd like to try to do that.
Yes, give me just a moment here. And we will, let's see, the randomizer is going to pick, it looks like it's Sommer.
Summer?
Summer? It's Sommer.
Is it Sommer?
Sommer.
It's summer.
Summer.
Summer, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. What are you doing? Are you anything fun?
I just got to work.
Where do you work?
I work just downtown Salt Lake.
Okay.
You'd rather not say anything
wise.
more.
No, that's wise.
That's okay.
That's wise.
Are you hidden away so that you can go ahead and do this?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Nobody's going to see me.
Okay, good. I'll read the three boner. We wouldn't want anybody to know.
Nope.
I'll read the three boner candidates. You tell me who the winner was, and then you will win what?
You will win tickets to see Incubus with special guest Manchester Orchestra July 12th at the Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater.
All right, Summer, are you ready to do this?
I am ready.
Yeah, did you hear them earlier?
I did.
Okay, this will be easy. Number 1, remove the offending material from mine sight. This is a legislative guide that's created to help citizens and lobbyists engage with legislators. It's been a fixture on Capitol Hill for more than 20 years. It's been banished from several locations by legislative leaders because there's a Planned Parenthood advertisement in the publication this year that said, abortion is health care, Planned Parenthood of Utah. Well, we can't have that around. It'll make our members want to go get abortions.
I hadn't thought about it, but now that I've read this ad, it sounds great.
If you read stuff, it'll make you do stuff.
It's number 1. Number 2, does your hospital have a bring your own blood option? That's a bill being introduced in the Utah legislature by a legislator who she thinks that patients ought to have the right to pick and choose their own blood. Bring your own blood. Because, I don't want any of that blood that has vaccines in it. Or, it's just stupid. And then boner candidate number 3, horseplay that got out of control. Right, okay, put him in jail. But no, this guy in Boston, the Boston area, did some pretty horrible things to a black kid, and he along with others, and the judge just sentenced him to probation. I don't want to ruin his young life. Sentenced him to probation. His lawyer said, "Well, you don't know what's been going on here. He's just a puppet. He's been used by the victim. The victim made, how this works. I'm not sure, but there it was. Number 3, horseplay that got out of control, put him in jail. Which one, Summer, was the winner?
Was it number 1?
Listen really carefully, Summer. Here. Is it? Maybe it's that's an option, but
maybe consider a different option.
Maybe consider number.
I could have swore she said number 3.
I'm pretty sure that's what she said.
You did say number 3, didn't you? Say
there is a short in my headphones.
I did say number 3.
You did. Okay, good.
There is a short in my headphones, but I'm pretty sure she said number 3.
I'm sorry, we misheard you.
That's our fault.
Yeah,
it's our equipment. I'm sure
we totally screwed that up, and it's on us. So you win, Summer. Congratulations.
Yay!
Hey, hang on the line, and Katie will tell you what you need to do.
We're going to catch hell for that now.
No, we won't.
I have a couple other movie trailers that maybe we didn't get to.
We don't really have time. Maybe coming up at 9:30 we can do that.
I've got Icelandic treats.
What are they?
It's a bag of Icelandic candy.
Why do you have Icelandic candy?
Well, because this girl, this woman that my wife knows named Millie, I believe she got them in Iceland.
It's traveled all the way here.
She brought a bag to the house, and I tried them, and I said, "Oh, those are interesting." And so Millie brought more Icelandic treats. Would you like to try them?
What are they?
They're called Djurpur.
Well, they don't sound delicious.
Something like that.
You're not selling it.
It says here, the sweet and savory delights of Djurpur, a mouth-watering journey to the Icelandic confectionery. Indulge your taste buds. A delightful journey through the unique and mouth-watering world of Icelandic candy, crafted with tender, loving care. It's a tempting array of both sweet and savory treats.
Still don't know what it is.
That will leave you craving more.
All of this
Rich,
talk, and I...
creamy caramel.
Okay.
And chocolate.
Okay.
And licorice. Together in one candy.
Okay.
All right.
Here, I just opened the bag. Okay. This has been hermetically sealed for your... Now, I'm going to warn you, these are unusual.
All right. You can't have one right now because you've got to talk about Jim Jeffries coming up.
Just take one. And try it. You want to try it now? You want to try it now? Here.
They look weird.
They look weird. They just look like little chocolate balls.
Like little chocolate balls.
It's National Poop Day. You know what this looks like?
Deer poop.
Deer poop.
Way to go. You've just insulted an entire country, Gina.
If it looks like deer poop, how is that an insult?
It's reindeer.
That is odd.
Yeah.
No, you can't have one.
It's really salty.
Because you got to talk about Jim Jeffries here.
Okay, I can still talk about Jim
You
Jeffries.
wanted more of this?
Gina did not. She did not like it.
It's really salty. It's salty chocolate licorice.
I didn't mind it.
I don't mind them either.
I don't know if I'd go back for them. But...
Me either. All right. Yeah, Jim Jeffries.
Okay.
He's
Live
at the Eccles.
Yeah.
Live at the Eccles. Jim Jeffries, February 13th of this year.
I hope.
Yes, it is. Jim is a very funny guy. He's from Australia. He's a comedian, an actor, a writer, one of the most popular and respected comedians of his generation. He's done several Netflix specials, comedy specials. He's also appeared and starred in films like Me and My Mates versus the Zombie Apocalypse, and also a movie called Killing Hasselhoff, which I'd like to see. He's done a lot of TV, a lot of podcasting, and he hosted and co-created the popular Comedy Central series, The Jim Jeffries Show, and he's now live at the Eccles on the 13th. That's the Saturday. Is that Saturday? It's the day before Valentine's Day, the 13th.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Now, tickets are available at liveeccles.com. Remember, this is for mature audiences only. Don't bring the babies.
No.
Or, if you do, make sure they're really sleepy. It's Jim Jeffries, the 13th, live at theeccles.com.
The X96 Secret Contest prize is
Well, if you live a semi-charmed life, you might have a chance to win this game. It's called Beat Gina. I'm Johnny O, the huggable and lovable announcer for the Beat Gina game show. You know that smooth tires are illegal.
Yes.
And dangerous to boot. If the grooves have worn completely away from your tires, here's a product for you. It's a simple British-made tool that you can use to re-groove your tires almost like new in a few minutes to any pattern.
Really?
No injury to the tires, less likelihood of punctures. 5,000 safe miles can be easily added to your smooth tire life. It's quick, it's easy, even a boy can re-groove tires to perfect non-skids at the first attempt. Ask your dealer or send 4 9/9 post free to DD Tire Groover. Send now and we'll include 3 extra cutters free. Send now to DD Distributors, 99 Oxford Street, London. And now, here's a man who's always in the groove, your host, Kerry Jackson.
Thank you, Johnny Ola.
You're welcome, Kerry Jackson.
Professional game show announcer. Let's see, Jennifer is here. She has been chosen by the randomizer to be your contestant, Gina.
Hi, Jennifer.
Are you there?
Jennifer.
Or not.
Or not. Well, let me double check. Jennifer, there you are. Jennifer, hi.
Yeah.
There we are. Thank you.
Phew,
All
I
right,
thought
let's-
we lost
Almost
you.
lost
Thought
you.
we lost you.
Oh.
Let's toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you an advantage in the game. Heads or tails, Jennifer? Go ahead.
Ahead.
All right, coin toss app says heads, Gina Barberi.
You are one step closer to winning these tickets to see Third Eye Blind June 25th at USANA Amphitheater.
Third Eye Blind with yellow card.
Yeah, tickets go on sale January 12th. You can find ticket links and more information at x96.com.
All right, Jennifer, this question will be for you. First of all, it is multiple choice. You get it correctly, you'll get the point. And if not, I'll let Gina answer it correctly and steal the point away from you. We'll go back and forth till one of you has 3 points. We have leftover from Friday, Bradley Cooper trivia.
Okay.
All right, so Jennifer, first question for you. What movie was Bradley Cooper's directorial debut? He is an actor, yes, but also a director. And what was his first directing job? Was it 1, Maestro? Was it 2, There is a Monster at the End of This Book, the movie? Was it 3, A Star is Born? Or 4, The Midnight Meat Train?
3?
Star is Born is correct.
That's it. That's 1 point for Jennifer.
Yes. All right.
Sorry?
Gina?
Yes.
What Broadway musical was Bradley Cooper in? Was it 1, Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark? Was it 2, Let It Blow? Was it 3, Spambleton? Or 4, The Elephant Man?
Oh, I've heard him talk at length about the Elephant Man.
Correct.
That's a point for Gina. The game is tied.
All right, Jennifer. What is Bradley Cooper's favorite book? Is it 1, To Kill a Mockingbird? Is it 2, Poems About Sluts? Is it 3, Catcher in the Rye? Or 4, Fleshlight of the Gods?
Are you going to say those are all actual books?
They are all actual books. Sorry. Thank you, Gina.
I would say 3.
Catcher in the Rye? Good enough guess, you know.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Kill a Mockingbird.
That's a point for Gina. It's 2-1. Gina has 2 points, and she controls the question, I'm afraid, Jennifer.
Uh-oh.
All right, Jennifer.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, here's the question. This is Farrah Fawcett trivia. Farrah Fawcett was known at the height of her career as what? Was it 1, one of the worst dressed celebrities? 2, a certified cheese professional? 3, one of the most beautiful heads of hair? Or 4, the fastest gun in the West?
Well, it was her hair.
And it is time for some big boy news and opinioendo brought to you by
Big O Tires President's Day sale is here now through February 17th. Buy 3, get 1 free on our very own Big O brand tires. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
The walls containing the murals memorializing 29 people killed in incidents involving police here in Salt Lake. I mean, not all of them were killed here in Salt Lake. The wall is here in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Will soon be coming down.
Really?
Probably by the end of the month. It's very heart-wrenching, to be honest, said Ray James Duckworth, operating chairperson of Black Lives Matter Utah and cousin to one of the men memorialized on the walls, Bobby Ray Duckworth, that the buildings off the southwest corner of 3rd West and 8th South in Salt Lake, the Fleet Block, are to be torn down has been public knowledge. But with plans to redevelop the 8.75-acre city-owned parcel edging ahead, demolition and the end of what has served as a gathering spot for families of the 29 men and women looms. The walls and murals could be down by the end of February, Duckworth said, and as such, a farewell is planned for Saturday at the location. I don't know if this was this past Saturday. This story is, yeah. Well, the story was posted Saturday the 8th. Anyway, it's the vigil was basically set to allow the families and the lovely community who supported the families to come and mourn and grieve and just say goodbye to this wonderful space where we've been organizing. I think the vigil was on this past Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. But they're going to, now I don't know, there had been some talk about somehow preserving them and moving them. I think that's probably not possible.
I don't know how they would do that.
Then there's talk about doing another one in a more permanent place, get the artist who did it. And
it was one of those organic things that popped up and became very popular, but is on that building that's crumbling. And
So at any rate, go see them if you haven't seen them before they're gone. Let's see. Now we have a crime story. We'll go to the crime desk with our ace crime reporter, Gina Barberi.
A Pennsylvania man will stand trial for murder and other charges after allegedly confessing to killing his girlfriend in January, claiming he did it out of fear of paranormal activity.
Oh.
The victim, 46-year-old Jane White, was found fatally shot on a street in Pennsylvania. Her boyfriend, Jared Wolf, was arrested after his brother called 911 and alleged Wolf had told him that he had shot White. At a hearing on Tuesday, the judge said Wolf will be standing trial on 7 charges. On the day of the incident, Wolf allegedly told authorities he and White had gone to a friend's house where they were smoking what he thought was marijuana. Maybe that's not what it was. He said he pulled out a paranormal meter, like you have.
Well, I mean, I have one. But,
yeah. And claimed that there was a high reading, and it scared him. Due to the high reading, he said he became scared someone was going to kill him and eat him. So he panicked and ran out of the house to retrieve his handgun from his vehicle, brought it back, and shot his girlfriend.
What choice did he have?
I mean, he was going to get eaten.
Yeah.
By ghosts, apparently.
Yeah.
Bizarre. Let's see. Post Malone has kept his private life pretty private, really.
Yeah.
I
don't know anything about him.
He recently gave some insight into his life with his 2-year-old daughter.
I see. I did not know he had a daughter.
Whose name, along with his fiance's name, has not been revealed. As he prepared for his Super Bowl tailgate performance, his daughter is, quote, ready to rock. 29-year-old exclusively told E! At a Super Bowl party. She'll be 3 in May, and so she's, and then he made a thumbs up gesture. So she's, and next year she's going to get to see a Cowboys Super Bowl. Sure. No, she's not.
No. Good luck with that.
It changes your life in the best way ever, Post said. He said his daughter's initials are DDP. They're tattooed on his forehead. And the most beautiful thing is she has a beautiful mom.
Oh, that's nice.
And Jelly Roll has shared an update on his health and fitness, and I know you guys want to know that.
Yeah,
right?
how's he doing?
He's Jelly, a 40-year-old, has reached a milestone. He's lost 120 pounds.
He's lost a person. That's
he said, I hiked a mountain the other day.
Good for you, Jelly Roll.
Camelback. His real name is Jason Bradley DeFord.
He's a great success story.
Yes,
by
he
the
is.
way.
He said, he referenced an Arizona hike. He said, "There's no way that would have been possible before this." So it's great to see the progress, and we're still going. He's doing well, and he's overcome a lot of stuff. Denzel Washington says, I bit my tongue almost half off a few months ago, and it's affecting my speech. It forces me to slow down. I have to use it, the 70-year-old actor revealed during his appearance on the New York Times interview podcast, when he didn't share more about the injury itself. He admitted it has affected his upcoming role in the Broadway revival of Othello. I have a line, "Whither will you that I go to answer this your charge?" It's hard because my tongue's swollen. It has affected everything, he explained. He was baptized and became a licensed minister in December. Then he tied that incident to his faith, saying it showed him why he should pray every day. I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm here. I think this is what you wanted me to do. Now, I'm not sure why I bit my tongue, but
Maybe he doesn't want you to talk.
Bite your tongue, sir. But one can say coincidence and serendipity and all those things, he continued. I don't understand any of it.
I don't know. I did finally watch Gladiator 2.
Was it worth it?
No. I mean, he was good.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Exactly.
I haven't really
It's
had
just-
any desire to see it.
It's just okay. Yeah.
Let's see. We mentioned this earlier, but Saturday Night Live will re-air the first ever episode from 1975 in celebration of the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live.
As much as you think
was-
Saturday Night Live is terrible now, maybe you'll appreciate what we have now when you
Sat-
see the first.
Saturday Night Live has always been terrible.
I mean,
it has always been terrible with moments of greatness.
Okay, I guess that's
You know
the
what
way-
I mean?
Yeah,
It's, I mean, every generation has a sort of, they remember this was my Saturday Night Live, and it was so great. And you go back and watch them and you go, oh, there's a lot of dead weight there. But the first one was hosted by George Carlin, featured musical guests Billy Preston and Janice Ian. Also featured an appearance by Andy Kaufman, sketch from the Muppets, and then the cast members, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, Chevy Chase, Jane Curtin, Garrett Morris, Lorraine Newman, and Gilda Radner. A remarkably talented group of people.
Yeah.
The lead up to the episode was recently dramatized in Jason Reitman's film Saturday Night,
Why
which
did
is
you-
really good.
Why did you to the Muppets? I haven't seen it, so I
It's
don't know.
it's because I liked the idea, but the writers hated the Muppets so much that they didn't really give them much to do.
Okay.
And everybody hated the Muppets for some reason.
I don't know
They
why.
didn't want to share the stage with the Muppets for some reason.
Muppets are wonderful.
Well, they did. So they started doing their own sketches, as I recall. It was just Muppet centric.
Mhm.
No humans in the sketches, and but the writing was not great.
No.
That was the problem. It was the rebroadcast of the first episode as part of a huge celebratory weekend. Also includes a Friday night concert that Bill told us about from Radio City Music Hall. So is that this Friday? I guess it is. A 3-hour live primetime special taking place on Sunday the 16th.
As Bill Frost put it best regarding the first episode of Saturday Night Live, is prepare to be underwhelmed.
Andy Kaufman is on it.
That's the one.
My guess is
great thing.
the movie about the backstory of it is more interesting than actually watching the real.
And Billy Preston's good. And you get to see Carlin do some stand-up, which is good always. So,
let's see. Oh, Netflix has confirmed the cancellation of a controversial documentary about Prince. They've been talking, or they've been trying to do it since 2018.
But they they did was agree to, all right, we're going to scrap this and start all over again, which means we're going to get a very sanitized documentary.
well, yeah. The Prince estate didn't want.
They're going to do the agreement. I'm sure you have that in the story there, Bill. The agreement is, okay, we're not going to show that one. We're going to start over and make one that you're happy.
They will allow the Prince's estate to develop and produce the documentary, featuring exclusive content from Prince's archive. There'll be stuff. there would have been stuff about the Princess foibles and things in there, and his family, his estate doesn't want that.
They don't want that.
We won't get the more interesting documentary. Is what we
Exactly.
won't get.
All right, that's it.
Weather.
Should be a beautiful day today. A little cold, 37 for a high, and we have a couple chances for snow this week. A Tuesday, slight chance, 20%. Better chance Thursday into Friday, about a 50% chance. And we stay more February-like temperatures. Highs in the low 30s, overnight lows in the teens. It'll be pretty cold overnight. That goes all the way through the weekend. We could see actually snow down here in the valley, which would be nice.
All right.
Our friends at Larson HVAC and Plumbing save $500 on a new water softener from our trusted friends, Larson HVAC and Plumbing. Go to larsonhvac.com.
All right, thank you. We'll take a break. We'll be back after these. UtahAdvocates.com is the website, 24/7. You can talk to an attorney, not a bot, not a gatekeeper.
This is a local firm.
Yes.
These are we've met the attorneys of the advocates. We trust them. We've had Katie's used them. We've had lots of people here at the station that have used them.
They want you to know about their blood drive. The Advocates, Monday, March 10th, in the Murray office from 10 to 2. Join them there for a blood drive. Now, if you want to register to give blood on that day, schedule your appointment by going to utahblood.org, search by date, March 10th, and click on the Advocates. All donors will receive gift cards and be entered into a raffle. We can save lives together. Schedule today. Remember, everybody deserves an advocate. And again, if you've been in an accident, call them, 801-355-5550, or you can go to their website, utahadvocates.com.
You'll hear her motor revving. That's because Gina Barberi is gearing up to cut her latest opponent down as we play Beat Gina. I'm Johnny Ola. And because today is National Drive-In Movie Theater Day, why not join us for a gala all-color 5-feature Dusk to Dawn show at the Star Top Drive-In Theater out on Old Highway. The action starts as the sun goes down. A southern town turns into a time bomb as Frederick March, Jim Brown, and George Kennedy star in Tick, Tick, Tick. Then, most men want to love her. One man wants to kill her. Raquel Welch in Flare Up. The action continues with Glenn Ford in Day of the Evil Gun. And then Raquel Welch is back with Robert Wagner and Godfrey Cambridge as they try to pull off the world's sexiest robbery in the biggest bundle of them all. And you'll want to stay awake for show number 5, Vampire Killers.
Wow.
And remember, during intermission, visit the Star Top Drive-In's famous snack bar. Kids under 12 are free tonight at the Top Star Drive-In. Movies from the comfort of your car.
Sounds great.
And now, the star of the game show world is ready to run the show. Presently, and presenting the world's most respected and feared game show host,
Wow.
Carrie Jackson.
Thank you, Johnny Ola.
You're welcome.
All right, the randomizer has chosen a contestant. You will be competing against Steve today, Gina.
Hi, Steve.
Hi there, Steve. Steve?
Steve?
Oh, there you are, Steve. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there's Steve.
Hi.
All right, hi, Steve. We're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you an advantage in the game. Heads or tails, Steve? You call.
I'm going to say heads.
All right, coin toss app says tails, Gina Barberi.
Well, I'm one step closer to winning, and you're a step farther away from getting those tickets to see Collective Soul September 29th at the Union.
Well, that's okay. You can go to the drive-in with me tonight.
Okay.
But, so if Gina beats you, what are you prepared to do in her name, Steve?
I'm going to donate $50 to the Road Home Shelter.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. We got potpourri trivia because we were having some technical issues yesterday. But don't worry, I have plenty of leftover questions, unused questions, sitting in a stack right here. So let's begin. First question for Steve, some leftover Brady Bunch trivia.
No, for me.
Oh, for you?
Yeah.
All right, you go first.
Yes,
Leftover
that's-
Brady
yes,
Bunch
they did
trivia.
Gina.
That's right, Gina. What was Carol Brady's occupation
Okay.
on the side other than housewife? What did she
Yes.
do? Was it 1, freelance writer? Was it 2, tutor? Was it 3, firefighter? or 4, spokesperson for Wesson Oil?
She had Wessonality, didn't she? But no, that was not Carol Brady. Was she a freelance writer?
Wow.
That's 1 point for Gina.
Impressive.
And she did have Wessonality.
Yes. Steve, what was Mike Brady's occupation?
Come on, that's an easy one.
Was it 1, he worked at a butcher shop, 2, worked at a clothing store called Mervin's, 3, ant farm designer, or 4, architect?
I'm going to say 4, architect.
Very
good, Steve. That's 1-1. Now back to Gina.
All right, Gina.
Mm-hmm.
What did Jan put on her face to try to get rid of her freckles? Was it 1, salt? Was it 3, lemons? Or 2 lemons? Was it 3, sulfuric acid? Or 4, the family cat Fluffy?
It was lemons.
Lemons is correct.
There you go.
Didn't
2-1.
work, did it?
Steve, you want to try and tie this up now?
All right, Steve, let's go. Let's get you some Steve Irwin trivia.
The crocodile hunter.
Crocodile hunter. Steve Irwin trivia.
All right.
All right, Steve Irwin. Oh, Steve Irwin. See? Irwin was such an adventurer that he discovered what? He discovered what? Was it 1, a new phenotype of Northern Lights Cannabis indica? 2, a new species of crocodile? 3, a new species of turtle? Or 4, he discovered that the tiny toe beans on cats are actually microphones because the liberal media is listening to what you want to order for lunch?
I mean, he's the crocodile guy. I'm going to say the crocodile one. That B?
Oh, you'd see
that would seem logical.
A little bit of misdirection there.
Should I just wrap it up?
Yeah.
Well, Gina, yes. No, give the wrong answer. Let's prolong this, by all means.
Turtle.
Yes, there you go. I'm sorry, Steve. Gina has won the game.
Oh, Steve.
I'm sorry.
Wait, don't go, Steve. Don't go.
Don't go yet, because I can't use these Collective Soul tickets. I'm not allowed to win them, but you certainly can. I'm going to.
Well, stand and think about the place where you live.
Times
and wonder why
they
you haven't before
their critic lists the TV commercials from the Super Bowl that he thinks are the best.
Okay.
From the first, I think all of them are here. And there are a couple that I don't remember. I didn't see. His number 1 pick was for Chat GPT.
Remember one thing?
And it was it's a bunch of like. There are no people in it. It's shapes and forms and things like that.
Was okay.
I don't.
Yeah, it was.
He said artificial intelligence.
Not memorable.
This pixelated pulsing animation was purely the most pleasurable spot of the night, according to him. Then a Nike ad, which was about women's sports.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was the flag football one.
That was a good one.
Then. Number 4. This was a good one. We didn't mention it before. Stella Artois, David Beckham, and Matt Damon. And they discover that they're long-lost twins. David Beckham learns that he has a secret twin. And Matt Damon does look sort of like David Beckham.
I got that one right here.
Yeah.
Mum, Dad, we have something to tell you.
You have a twin brother we never told you about.
I'm sorry. So, what's his name?
Other David.
You called him Other David?
If there's 2 Davids, one has to be Other David.
Where is he?
Left him in America.
Are you...
Beckham. Dave Beckham.
No way.
Hey, what'd you say your name was?
David.
Try one of these. That is the best buffalo wing in the county.
You eat buffalo?
No, it's just chicken. It was invented in Buffalo, the city.
So it's not buffalo.
You all right, man? Still got it? Come on, guys. Sorry, it's a thing I do.
He can throw a ball and it curves bend it like
bends it like that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pretty good. And then the Foundation to Combat Anti-Semitism, and it's Snoop Dogg and Tom Brady trading insults for 15 seconds.
I didn't care for that one. He liked that one?
Number 6 on his list. Hex-clad cookware.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like, what's his name at the end? Pete Davidson. Yeah. He Gets Us, the Johnny Cash.
The Jesus one.
Personal Jesus. Yeah. Jesus Gets Us. It was well done.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Then the Ritz Crackers one with, what's her name?
Aubrey
Plaza and Michael Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Science Moms. I don't remember that. The Google Pixel ad.
Is that the eyeglasses one?
Says I don't remember it. It says
No, that's a Meta one.
No, that's Meta.
No, it's about AI, and I don't know. Oh, AI coaching a dad for a job interview.
There was an AI ad for Coke that I kind of liked.
The Doritos ad where the alien tries to, teleport his bag of Doritos out of his hand.
That one I like.
That was okay.
The AI ad for Coke. So there's like a convenience store.
Okay.
And there's a husband and wife working behind the counter. And
yeah.
And these kids come in and they're like, AI is going to ruin everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then they flash back to, and it makes an excellent point that maybe we don't need to freak out about AI so much. It flashes back to, back in the 70s when they're like, here's the technology that's going to ruin everything. And
so this is the evil force that is telling you,
Not to worry
don't be afraid of the evil force. I won't hurt you.
But it's kind of,
I'm going to make some points here.
How about the stock cold brew coffee with Channing Tatum teaching players of the Wexham Soccer Club how to do celebration dances?
Did not see that.
It's fine.
It's pretty good. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just skipping some of them. Then there's the pickleball one with the Nerds commercial.
I've got that here.
Candy.
Give me just
Shabuzi.
a second. I can dig that one up for you here.
And he's walking down a street in New Orleans and eating Nerds.
And then a giant nerd is, and then a whole bunch of nerds show up and.
So pretty in the sky, also on the face of people going by, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. When two great things combine.
So it's him walking down the streets of New Orleans.
Unleash your senses.
Gummy nerds.
A bunch of gummy nerds.
the movies, like we were talking about, there was a trailer for Captain America: Brave New World.
Okay.
There was one for F1. This is Brad Pitt's
race car
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Novocaine
is a movie.
Yeah.
When the girl of his dreams is kidnapped, every man Nate turns his inability to feel pain into an unexpected strength in his fight to get her back. Jack Quaid is in that.
Okay.
The Smurfs. We got a new Smurfs movie on the way.
With Rihanna.
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Which is essentially 30 seconds of the original trailer that was released earlier this last week.
And Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Which was a lot of shots of former Mission Impossible movies and a lot of Tom Cruise running.
Yeah. Lilo and Stitch.
That one was kind of cool, I thought.
Because they made it sound like he was down on the field.
There was no scenes from the movie.
It was Stitch saying, hey.
Stitch being crazy. Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Which I saw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Megan 2.0.
Mathregan.
Yeah.
Matugan.
And Carrie mentioned Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm.
So those were all, they were movie. But like you said, they're short ones. Go watch the long one.
Go watch on YouTube. Don't watch our show. Watch this show.
I thought it was interesting that Pepsi decided to bring back the Pepsi Challenge.
Oh, I heard they were going to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't see the ad though.
They did. It's just a Pepsi Challenge. The one thing that sort of sets it apart is you're watching it on a 1950s style television. And then I did kind of like the Coors Light ad with the sloths.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Pepsi Challenge. You know what?
What?
I'll mix Coke and Pepsi together. I just don't give a damn.
Harry, you can't do that.
I don't give a damn either. I don't. I'll drink whatever. Hand it to me.
All right. We'll take a break, play a song, and crawl towards the exits coming up. BigOTires.com.
The team you trust, Big O Tires. Listen, the big President's Day sale going on at Big O Tires. It's here now through February 17th. When you buy 3 tires, you get the 4th tire for free at Big O. And not just any tire, but Big O Tires' very own brand, which I have on my car right now.
Mm-hmm.
Improved all-terrain traction and tread. Keeps you on the road in any weather. Historic savings only at your locally owned and and operated Big O Tire stores, the team you trust.
They got the Healthy Car Special for just $59.95. It includes the oil change, tire rotation, alignment check, brake check, battery check, and more for just $59.95.
And Big O has multiple financing options to fit every budget and situation. Walk-ins are welcome, but you can also make an appointment online. Get to know your local Big O Tire guys. You'll be happy that you did because they're handsome.
Yes.
BigOTires.com to find a location near you and make an appointment. The team you trust.
Hey there, I'm Roger.
I'm working for the clampdown here on America's favorite game show, Beat Gina. I'm Beat Gina announcer Johnny O. Mama, you've hit the jackpot. That's what your family will exclaim when they see real homemade hot dinner rolls on the supper table. And now you can make them in half the time. Really? Easy, quick, no experience needed with new Pillsbury hot roll mix with fresh acting yeast. What could be more downright satisfying than showing your skill and pleasing your family with your own homemade hot rolls? With Pillsbury Hot Roll Mix, it's so easy, so quick, so economical. Everything you need is right in the package. Make tonight a real homecoming with your own, very own, homemade hot rolls. Nice. You and Pillsbury, you make a great team, Mom. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man who always smells like a fresh, hot buttered roll. Your host, Kerry Jackson.
Thank you, Johnny Ola.
You're welcome.
All right, the randomizer has picked a contestant. It looks like you'll be playing against Michelle. Gina, Michelle, are you there?
Hi.
Oh, hi, Michelle. You ready to play?
Sure. Let's do it.
Well, let's toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you the advantage. Call it heads or tails.
Heads.
All right, let's see what the coin says. It is heads, Gina.
Oh, Michelle, you're one step closer to winning these tickets to see Sarah McLachlan June 6th at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater.
All right, Michelle, since you won the toss, you're going to go first. It's your question to answer exclusively. Multiple choice, pop culture trivia. If you get it correct, you get the point. If not, I'll allow Gina to answer the same question correctly. If she gets it correct, she'll steal the point away from you, and we'll go back and forth until one of you has 3 points. All right, so the first question for you, Michelle, today is Finding Nemo trivia because it was released on this day in 2003. All right, so first question. Okay. Andrew Stanton pitched his idea and story to Pixar head John Lasseter in an hour-long session using elaborate visual aids and character voices. This is for Finding Nemo, of course. At the end of it, an exhausted Stanton asked Lasseter, "What do you think?" What was Lasseter's reply? Was it 1, "You had me at fish"? 2, "Do they have to be fish? Hear me out. Talking office supplies." 3, "I like it a lot. Dumb and Dumber style." Or 4, "As long as it makes the suckers cry. Do anything you want."
Oh. Oof. Is it? Gosh, I was like, I'm gonna nail this. Is it the last one?
As long as it makes the suckers cry. Well, I mean, Lasseter was cynical. But
No. Gina for the steal.
Is it the Dumb and Dumber line? No.
You had me at fish.
You had me at... Really? That's all it took was fish?
All it took. You had me at fish.
Fish.
All right, it's Gina's turn. The score is 0-0.
Director Andrew Stanton did the voice of Crush.
Yes.
The sea turtle. How did he record his lines?
Okay.
Was it 1? Here's a hint. Tommy Chong is listed as special assistant to Mr. Stanton in the credits. 2, Andrew Stanton's real-life surf instructor read the lines, and then Andrew mimicked him. 3, he recorded all of Crush's dialogue lying on his couch in his office. Or 4, he smashed himself on the head with a brick for 20 minutes before recording his lines.
I'm going to say lying on the couch in his office.
Correct.
1-0. Now we go back to Michelle.
Michelle.
Okay.
The great white shark's name in the movie was Bruce. What is the significance of the name Bruce?
Oh, you give her the easy one.
Sorry, she has time to screw it up here.
You're so competitive.
Is it 1? Is it 1? Bruce was the host of the LA nightclub Plato's Retreat. Was it 2? They were all big fans of Bruce Hornsby in The Range at Pixar. 3, fans of the Hulk TV series with Bill Bixby, Bruce Banner. Or 4, the models used for the shark in the original movie Jaws were named Bruce.
Is it the last one?
Oh, that was a good guess.
Yes, it is.
Michelle.
Yes, it was
Good
because
guess.
1-1. Now back to Gina.
Gina,
Yes.
in the dentist's office,
Yes.
where was the dentist's diploma from?
Okay.
Was it 1, struck by Whitening Dental School? 2, Pixar University School of Dentistry? 3, the Oren Scrivello School of Dentistry? Or 4, Monsters University School of Dentistry?
I mean, is it too obvious to say Pixar University? It is, isn't it?
Is that your answer?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. It's 2-1. Now we go back to Michelle to try to tie it up.
The Oren Scrivello School? That's the name of the character in Little Shop of Horrors.
I was wondering. Okay.
Okay, next question. For Michelle.
For Michelle.
For it to sound like Nigel had Marlin and Dory in his mouth, Nigel's one of the sharks, to make it sound like he had Marlin and Dory in his mouth, actor Jeffrey Rush did what when recording the lines? Was it 1, he actually put 2 fish in his mouth with water and read his lines? Was it 2, he had his tongue surgically removed and then replaced after the line read? 3, he held on to his tongue as he said the lines? Or 4, taser to the tongue? Oh, no, he's the pelican, not a shark. He's the pelican, sorry.
Oh, I think it's the third one.
Held on to his tongue?
Held on to his
That
tongue.
is correct.
All right. Tied up.
All right.
Now it's Gina's turn.
All right, Gina.
Okay.
You could break it wide open here.
I could.
The animators studied what to animate the expression of the fish? Is it 1, Gerard Depardieu for the blobfish, Taylor Swift for the dolphin, 3, TikTok videos of bad plastic surgery, or 4, dogs' facial expressions?
Dog's facial expression.
Correct.
And Gina, you have won the game.
Yes, I have.
I don't know how you did it. Oh, poor Michelle.
But Michelle, a worthy opponent. It
Indeed.
was back and forth there the whole time. She fought hard, and I'm going to reward that fight. Even though I beat you, Michelle, you're still going to get these tickets to see Sarah McLaughlin June 6th at Utah First Credit Union.
You don't know how lucky you are, Michelle. This never happens.
Never.
on
This is
team.
unprecedented.
Never.
Hang on the line, Michelle. We'll tell you how to get
Listen, I've got to go home, Mrs. Ola. I mean, nothing says loving like something from the oven.
no doubt. All right. 9:56 right now. And, yeah, let's just do the promo and crawl towards the exit.
Okay, I got my knee pads.
Okay, let's go. Tuesday is time for another X poll. Be ready to call 877-602-9696.
Think about how you will answer this question.
What TV show is everyone obsessed with that you just can't get into?
Does the Super Bowl count?
What is wrong with you?
What do you have against Hustle?
Hustle on over for Tuesday's Radio from Hell show here on X96.
All right, hustle. Come on. Hustle.
Doug, you take the ball. Everyone else, hustle. That's your coach. All right. I think we're good. I think we got everything.
Seems to, I'm looking around, and it looks like everything's cleared
Everything's
up.
covered?
Yeah, the rash is gone.
Oh, good.
Carrie, I got to take your. Are they eclairs? What are these?
They're chocolate croissants, I believe.
Carrie, I gifted Carrie the beef. He's helping me work through the beef.
Mm-hmm.
Bill gifted my husband a basket, and Carrie and Sue gifted me some chocolate eclairs.
Where are they?
They're right here.
Chocolate croissants.
What? They've just been sitting there? You haven't
Well, I got to bake
handed them out?
I got to bake them.
Yeah. They're on ice. Fine job as always, Katie. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Don't you know who I am?
What do you have against Hustle?
Artie Puffkin is next.
80s and 90s classics.